And hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy Saturday. Int Mastermind, thank you for that follow. We really appreciate it. Barely Baphomet, thank you for that sub. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. It is us, all of the same people that you see every Saturday, or not. Who knows? I am Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these people around me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today, we're going to continue on with our Across Eberron campaign. I am jamming out to the music over here, brought to you by Soundtail, right down there. But we will hop right into our recap from last episode. Our adventuring party departed New Kyrie after some tragic moments with their host and friend Abet, taking his surviving wife and daughter to a little outpost, a refugee camp outside of Rote, right outside the Bear's Wood. They dropped off Neela and her daughter Lydia, who had been their charge for some time. After a tearful goodbye, the party packed up, went to Rote itself, got the correct paperwork, and for the first time in their adventuring career, did something the legitimate and legal way, and got a house Lyran. They are so proud. I see some proud faces here. But they got with House Lyrandar, got themselves a captain, Captain Nilbo, who has since flown them to Sharn. And that is where we left off. They are in the big city of Sharn, Milo's home place, for better or for worse. And also the scene of some kidnappings that the party has been chasing down for some time as well, to stop and find the source of. They have found several tendrils from this kidnapping ring that have spiraled all across Corvair, at the very least, some going beyond, as well as some demonic and fiendish ties to them. So we left off with you pulling up to a sky dock in Sharn in Tavik's Landing. Nilbo had dropped you off. You stepped off the ship, looking up at a gigantic arcane screen where you saw Quanti de Orion giving a speech, seemingly from his home in Passage, saying that there was a terrorist attack on his rails that were right outside of New Kyrie, and the only assumption that he could come to, conclusion he could come to, was that there was a terrorist attack, and that talks with New Kyrie and building a lightning rail to that establishment would be ceased immediately, and that to those terrorists, he would find you. So, as you guys are sitting here on this sky dock, people passing, buzzing by you, other airships unloading, standing on this edge where you have sky carriages coming up, picking up people. You see a dwarf, no sky carriage, in a fine suit, hair slicked back, beard and just fine braids tied with several silver rings going down, flying down from the sky, his boots having little wings on either side of them, flying down, talking into some sort of black stone, says, "I don't give a shit if he's 8 or 80. He's gonna give me my fucking money. Now wait a minute, I have a call in the other line. Hello, mother dear." He's walking on.
Holy shit.
After a few moments pass and you guys are just taking it in, you hear another voice coming from beside you down the way where you have the line of sky carriages, and you just hear, "You guys are totally outies." As you turn and meet a younger girl with a backwards cap on, looks to be in street clothes, and a crow sort of sitting on her shoulder, just taking over, looking at the group, just amused at your general presence.
I'm just gonna turn to Milo. Is that an insult? Is she insulting us?
Milo, you would know the term outies is a term for out-of-towners and visitors.
She's just saying that you're not from here.
Oh, very well.
Well, she's complimenting us.
I mean, I wouldn't quite go that far.
I would.
Big nervous, by the way, with my giant backpack on, just kind of like,
Is KJ is approaching you. She's several car lengths down from you guys. Bill gives you a nudge on the shoulder, Artyom. You just feel his head nudging against your arm, and you look back at him. His eyes are just sort of glancing around nervously. He says, no. I made a mistake. I don't want to get off here. I'll be on the boat. You do what you need to do.
You're free to come with us if you change your mind. I'm not going to make you stay on the boat.
Hell no. Fuck
Okay.
everything about this. I'll see you back on the boat.
All right, that's fair enough.
You have plenty of food now, so we should be good. Don't let us run out of water, but that shouldn't be an issue. I'll just talk to the captain. Hey! And he turns around and starts going to talk at Nilbo. Well, since I already ruined her name for you because I just had a slip of the tongue. This younger girl walks up to you and oh no, it didn't save my place in my notes. She is, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Kalara Chaddick. Friends call me KJ though. Y'all are outies and y'all are gonna need some guidance around this town. I can tell. And I'm an expert. I know everything about the town.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
Just looking nervous and quiet. Not gonna correct her on.
That's a motherfucking 17.
17?
And
go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you get to a stopping point, I wanted to go ahead and roll my portents before they get to be a thing.
Very well. Go ahead and roll them.
All right. Be a 16.
Okay.
And a 20.
There we go.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, save that shit for when it's James's turn in combat and smack the piss out of something.
Nothing's gonna happen today, and the next thing's gonna roll over, and I have to roll them again. I'm not even gonna get to use them.
11 and 9. Great.
Fuck. Okay.
Gandalwin, with your insight check, as you're sort of sizing her up, you're a street smart kind of guy. Your insight check as you're sort of looking into her behaviors and everything. She's street smart too. She is definitely trying to sell you here, but it doesn't seem malevolent in nature. She seems like she's trying to get your business.
I see. I mean, we have a guide, so.
You have a guide? How are y'all getting around?
I just turned a mile.
I've never been to this city before at all.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, he doesn't even look like he's from here.
Right?
I came
here once.
Am I standing
On
close enough to
vacation.
Gandalwin to elbow him?
I do not understand.
I'd like to elbow him in the ribs if I can.
Okay.
Ow! What the fuck? What's going
KJ,
on
they
here?
think
Shut
I'm a
up.
big city guy because I came here once on vacation, you know.
Right. Well, thanks for oversharing, but I'm just here to help you out.
Do you,
I don't
do
understand.
you know where the dark endings are?
That's a weird fucking question, and I wouldn't. Between you and I wouldn't go around asking that sort of
I
stuff.
feel like we have other priorities right now. That can wait.
Do you
don't,
know-
don't mind him.
Do you know where Norgog sits? He's like an orc. He's about this tall.
He's
Hey,
like
you
with
want
an
to go where
enclave
orcs
of
hang out? I can take you to where orcs hang out. We got tons of them.
Let's find a
Well, like,
hotel, I think, and then we
Druids.
can, talk and kind of get our feet under us.
My
Yeah,
feet are
I can take
right
you to a
now.
hotel. I know the
I'm
I'm
best.
just
Sandy
trying
house.
to see if she's remotely good at her job, and so far she's pretty terrible. She doesn't
There's
know
there's
where
there's a
Norgog
whole there's a whole lot of people. We can't find just
But
one
like,
person that easy.
like conclave of druids, like large group of orc druids, like where would those guys?
Oh,
be?
yeah, you're probably talking about the garden.
I don't know. Sure. They
No,
like
Okay.
I
this
do.
way or over there. Like where is that?
Well, you're not getting there on foot. I can tell you that. And she
Hey,
just
go there
looks
on
over
leads.
the edge of the sky carriage lane. So,
Are there rules against flying here?
Flying earlier, I saw him using his boots.
yeah, no,
That'd be okay.
not typically, which can lead to some accidents and stuff. But don't worry, I know all the traffic spots. I know where to go. I can get you there really quickly. Listen, You fly. All of you can't fly. Surely you can't fly. Points down to Gorham. Can you fly?
Yes, he can actually.
I was told he
He
could fly.
slapped a demon out of the sky. You like power slammed him. It was pretty amazing.
All right,
He just-
bad question. Can you fly? And
I've
she
seen
points
it.
to Melgrim. See, he can't fly. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Listen, you travel with me, or you can travel with one of these stuck-up Orient coaches. You look as you look around sky carriages with the unicorns on all of these other coaches. He says, "You travel with me on the Silver Bullet."
I don't know.
Do
what that
you
means.
have room enough for our party?
Oh, I got plenty of room. It's big. It's huge.
What is?
We'll try it out then.
Huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
What is?
All right,
What
so-
has room for us? I'm confused.
Let's talk about rates first. I'm gonna be a guide, but listen, I can either do short trips, 5 copper a mile, not a problem. We'll get you to where you need to go, point A to point B. Or I can be a guide for the day, and we'll do 2 gold a day. Best deal here.
Gandalf is very obviously trying to do math. and
Crowley's
struggling.
As side-eye Crowley.
Just like
That
We'll see.
seems like an extraordinary 2 gold for a day.
Yeah, but I'll take you where to
What?
go, and I'm gonna take you to where they won't take you. If you want to go there.
smoke
But you
pouring out of
Where
my
wouldn't they
ears.
want to take us?
I'll lean over to. Does that sound like a pretty normal rate for Sharn? Or
Roll a history check for me.
not 19 modified?
Okay. It's a, I mean, the rate seems on par with what a Orient courier would sell you for guiding you for a day and sort of taking you to where you go. But you do know there are portions of the city that Orient couriers, or not couriers, but Orient sky carriages just will not go. They will not take you. It is too dangerous and too big of a liability to go.
I'll lean over to Archie and be like,
Prices are just a little higher in Sharn. That's actually kind of on the nose.
She
We'll
said
try-
these cheap.
Yeah, we'll try the short, and if you get us there quickly, we'll switch to the daily.
Very well. All right. First things first, though. All right. Feather tokens. Feather tokens. I don't see any on you. You got them yet?
What the fuck's a feather token?
I do not have a feather
It's,
token now.
Oh.
It's like a safety device. If you fall, it slows you down.
Don't worry.
I
I know a guy. Come on, follow me.
That
Slowly
sounds
pull
like
my
a
hand down away from the feathers in my hair. Like, oh, okay, well, sorry.
that sounds like a ripoff if you ask me.
She takes you to around this corner, and there's sort of this dark, like cove built into one of these towers holding the sky dock in. She takes you around to this seedy looking guy who's sort of just standing around in the shadows. He says, "Hey Weasel, my friends here need some sky tokens or some feather tokens. Help him out." This guy walks out of the shadows, just kind of looking around, and opens his jacket, and you just see lined in his jacket these silver tokens on either side. He says 50 gold each, and she like slaps him in the stomach, says 30 gold each.
That still sounds like a ripoff.
I'm immediately gonna like lower my goggles and take a peek at them, see if I can
Okay, yeah,
see
go for
if
it.
they're legitimate.
We just get by them and we just fall out of the sky like these aren't working. Splat.
Think I'd have had advantage on that.
I wanna
That will
ask
also be
KJ.
a 30-19.
Looking over them, they look legit.
They seem all right.
Why does he not have a shop?
Weasel deals and
Just
other things
went-
too, but he's giving you a discounted rate on these because you're with me. Any other time, it'd be the full 50.
I want to ask AJ if she knows where I can get a pair of those shoes with the wings on them.
Oh Jesus.
Hey, you want to know where the best shopping is? I can take you there too. I know the best shops around town, the best restaurants, the best hotels.
You
These
know where
guys are just
Morgrave
gonna take
University
you.
is?
I'm sorry.
You know where Morgrave University is?
Yeah, of course.
Is it far?
I mean, it's a little bit of a drive, but I can get you there.
One thing at a time, guys.
I'm just checking.
Hey, listen, your friends are eager. I'm here to help out. I'm eager to help. You're eager to go. I'm eager to help.
You are eager to make money. very big difference.
Which helps you.
Yes.
There we go. You're eager, I'm eager. Motivations aside.
He's going to look to Milo. These checkouts, Milo.
Yeah, from what I can tell, they're well made and they'll do the job.
Yeah, Crowley will just 50 gold. We'll take one.
30
Better
gold.
be prepared. Not 30 gold.
Unless
not
you're giving them a 20 gold tip. You're muted, Crowley. I didn't hear what you said.
I said I pay more than half of someone else's.
Okay.
Sweet, I give him 10 gold for mine. I'm just like, yep, I'll take that. Thank you.
Okay. So Crowley has one, Gandalf has one. Who else is getting one? Oh no, I have DC'd or something. Oh, I DC'd for a second, guys. I'm sorry.
You look like you just zoned out entirely for like a solid 5
So
seconds.
how do they work?
Flashbacks to
I'm
the
just
war.
hold it, like,
I'll get one too.
Gorham's getting one. Okay.
How do they work?
So when you start to fall what it deems to be like a dangerous amount, it'll kick in and slow you down.
I look over the side. How far down is it from where we are? If I'm just like,
Make a perception check.
hell yeah.
Do these work?
24.
With a 24, you see that the next bridge down is probably about 80 feet down. Going further down from that, you see what looks to be the top of a temple, maybe, as it ends in a pinnacle, like a peak with a long like antenna-looking thing on top. Further down below that, you see mist and fog.
It's pretty far down.
Milo, is it a multi-use tool?
Mm-mm. No, it's a cheap one-time use safety device. So I mean, don't go yeeting yourself off of
What
bridges.
does eat?
At least not more than once, right? If you need to do
Are
it
we-
once, it's a good use.
Are we still nearby the ship?
Yeah, you're not far from it. Short walk.
Because I didn't bring any extra money with me. I only got 32 gold.
Well, I'm pretty sure all of the party funds are in the bag of holding.
Oh,
Have we been subtracting this from the party funds?
I have been. I've been
Okay.
subtracting everything we've spent on. I haven't subtracted this yet, though.
Should be at 13,000 gold and 2,900 platinum.
2,898 platinum.
Where'd that 2 platinum come from? Go.
I can't remember.
Yeah, don't know if you heard me because you might have zoned out there, but Melgrim got one as well.
I didn't zone out. My stuff
Yeah,
dropped.
when your PC did
Me
whatever.
zoning out sounds really bad, dog.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
I'd like to clarify: are we what to pull the money from this out of the party funds?
No, I've got enough. I'll just get one.
Okay.
No.
sure. I'll use my own funds and get this one.
I'll cover you if you need anything, Archie.
Saying any of this out loud, I'm just kind of counting through my gold slowly, like, oh shit.
I'm pulling from the party fund. Fuck it.
Okay. So I think everyone has one except for Milo. Or Milo, are you getting one as well? Okay. All right. Very well. Starts pulling
Wait,
the tokens.
actually, I forgot I don't have my boots on. Yes, I do need one.
Okay. All right.
Should we get some more just in case we use some of them? You know, some backups.
Hey, that's never a bad idea, I think.
Of course, you think that you want to sell them to us.
I'm not the one selling
We'll
them.
buy it
Weasel
in
is.
You want your friend to make money off of us.
Listen,
course you think it's
you
good.
go, you have a couple of drinks, right? You stumble off the edge of a bridge. This makes sure you don't die. You do that more than once here in your stay, and it happens.
Is that the normal occurrence here?
Yeah, all the
Not
time.
have like rails?
We had 6 tourists die just last week because they went into a brothel, came out, sloshed, and just all fell off. They got into a little bit of scuffle and just took a dive. They hurt like 4 nuns.
I don't like it here.
Why were the nuns fighting each other?
No, the nuns weren't fighting. The nuns were under him.
Oh.
They fell on them?
They fell on him.
They fell out of a brothel onto some nuns.
This city is not safe. What the hell?
Depends on where you go. I can take you to safe places if you're looking for safe places.
Not necessarily, but
To be
jeez.
sure.
Let's get to that hotel.
Yes, the hotel.
All right. Does anybody buy extra tokens of Featherfall? Or
I
just the
can-
one?
I can stick to the one for now.
I only need the one because I'm planning on getting some of those shoes.
Okay. All right.
God damn it.
Just to be fair, Kaushik, those shoes do not help you when you're unconscious.
Is Erish with us?
And I'm planning to be unconscious.
Erish is with you.
All right.
He's sitting kind of quietly in the back. He says,
We buy him a token then, I guess.
could someone assist me with one as well? While they don't plan on being intoxicated, it could be useful just in case, a scuffle breaks out.
And I'll hand over another 30 and give one to Erish.
What a nice guy.
Perfect.
Hell
Subtract that gold from your funds. Everybody's got one. And are you following along with KJ?
sure.
I guess.
Yes.
Fucking street grifter. What the fuck?
Grifter. Out of
Grifter, I
everyone in this
feel it.
group to pass judgment right now, Ganway.
That's
Everyone in
why
this
I'm
group.
passing judgments, because I know. I'm like,
You're
wait
a
minute.
street grifter.
Real recognizes real.
She says, "All right, follow me. Now that everybody's nice and safe," and she takes her finger, grab the raven, hops onto her finger. She says, "Peppa, go get the car." All right, so keep all your hands in. She looks a little bit beat up, but she's fast. Promise. Don't worry about any of that. Also, so we're going to a hotel first. Any preference? If not, I got recommendations.
Oh,
I
let me
like
hear
the
your
crowd again.
recommendation. First
All right,
of all.
I said plural. I have a recommendation. Well, two
Okay.
recommendations for you. I can take you down to the regular hospitality district. Tons of taverns, inns down there. It's fine. You'll be there. You'd be mostly safe. However, there's a new place in one of the middle wards. It's called Chateau Mimic. Okay. A mimic colony moved in about 3 months ago. Started just wreaking havoc. God's made a deal with it. Safest place in that district now.
That sounds horrible.
Like a changeling? Is it like a really big one?
Yeah, something like that. Except for these things just try to eat people constantly, but God's made a deal with it, feed it some of the bad guys,
Garton's like, yeah, he still plays people. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, safest place I know of.
Which is more expensive?
The chateau is probably a little bit more expensive.
I find a little bit.
I mean, I don't know the prices. I'll take you down there. You can talk to the thing.
Oh,
We'll go look at the Chateau Mimic first. Curiosity has me. I'm gonna admit it.
All right, very well. It's about this time that this rattling and backfiring hits your ears as you just hear and this sort of shaking of metal rises up to right beside KJ. You see her Raven Pepper on the what is essentially a steering wheel at this thing. You see it backfire once more. Just a long streak of flame goes out the back of it. She says, "She's rusty. It's fine. Works like a charm every time." Opens it
I
up.
am going
It
to-
is
Insight check every time.
I'm going to examine that motherfucker with the goggles, make sure we're not about to explode.
God fucking
I'm
shit.
gonna look at one.
Nine. That makes sense to me.
Have we made a mistake?
18.
I'm scared.
We've made many mistakes.
We've made many mistakes. What the
You're
most
not wrong
comforting
about that.
answer you can think of?
All right. Insight check was
It was only a 9. I believe her.
9. Yeah, I mean it seems safe enough. The other ones aren't doing that, but this one seems to have like some silver medals and stuff on the side. It's probably the reason. Milo, what were you rolling?
I was rolling to like use the goggles and like look over it and be like, is this thing about to explode? Like,
It's not about to explode. It's definitely not the safest thing here. It looks like something that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
All right,
Guess
guys.
it's
It
good we
looks
got
like
those
a
feather tokens.
large. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe
I just-
maybe you should all stick close. Just kind of gather people a little bit closer to me, just in case. Kind of huddle in a little bit.
Very well. She opens this up, and this looks like a large silver station wagon for what you would recognize it as. Fins going out on either sides, and about 3 rows of seat that can accommodate the party. You get into the inside's been like she's like sprayed some cheap like smell good stuff in it. There's yeah, that's the it's a fresh scent. That's what it's called. All right, hop on in. You
Just
guys.
kind of look over the Arish and just kind of be like, give him this look like fucking the amateurs.
Pop a candle or something.
Arish has a wide-eyed look as he's just kind of looking at everybody loading into this thing, and all right, loads in with you guys.
you got some like
I
smelling
have
salts.
since made travel-sized candles. He lights a little match and lights a candle, throws the match away. I only have the one. I'm sorry, everyone. And just holds onto a small like glass jar candle in his hand.
try to-
Looking over, jealously side-eyeing his candle, like.
I'm gonna try to scoop close to Erish.
I unfortunately
right
have smelled
next to
much
Erish.
worse. So shrug. Oh well.
Yeah, you know, just arm around Arish, like, yeah, let's huddle in real close, buddy.
Yeah, windows in this bitch just.
It is open top, with the exception of a small like glass windshield covering where she would be sitting in the driver's seat. It is open air,
Oh god. Well,
which speaks to the amount of scent spray that she has put into this as it's sticking around.
Can you describe what she looks like?
Yeah, she's probably 19 or 20 years old, very young, backwards hat on, somewhat tan skin, braids, short braids that end about the back of her neck, baggy street clothes, and like sort of ratty street gear.
Gotcha.
all right.
She says, all right, everybody in. So, safety rules. Don't stick your hands out, try to touch anything. Trust me, that doesn't go well. So, hands inside all times. We might come close to a bridge. You taller ones, like you, points to you, RTM, duck your head when we get too close to them. Just saying. All right. You guys shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Just be good. Keep hands in. All right? Also, no grabbing the wheel, no freaking out. I got this. This is me. This is my sanctuary up here. All right?
You asking us not to grab the wheel? Not reassuring.
Yeah. How
Just-
long have you been driving?
Forever, since I was like 5.
By the way, whichever one of you guys are sitting next to me have to deal with my giant rucksack sitting in your lap.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's get started.
I guess.
She starts taking off. So Chateau Mimic, right?
That is correct.
All right. She takes off and starts spinning off from the sky dock and going down further into the city. About a minute into your trip, she spins around in the driver's seat, puts her foot on top of the steering wheel, just kind of looking at you guys as she's driving. Says, "All right, so tell me, what you in town for?"
Her foot on top of the steering wheel?
Yeah, while looking at you guys.
Crowley's nonplussed. He's just like taking in the sights, visiting friends.
Need to talk to the druids about the end of the world.
druids taking insights into the world. Cool. Okay,
I'm
do
just
some
staring in front of us. I'm just like, I'm just trying to. I'm like, I wonder what's gonna happen here. I'm just kind of like looking around her.
Yeah, I'm kind of wide-eyed looking
Like,
at her
hmm,
foot on the wheel and
hmm,
looking where
hmm.
she should be looking in front of the vehicle.
Gonna kind of
You know, reach up and
Like,
hit the button on my earpiece and shoot a message over to Artyom and be like,
Maybe let's not tell everyone what our actual business is.
don't like that she seems distracted as fuck.
how high up in the air are we? I'm gonna try to like look over the edge of the car. And be like, is it any better than
You-
where we just were?
You cannot see the ground.
Just gonna kind of look over to Milo like, who cares? No one's going to believe us anyway.
KJ didn't seem to care all that much either.
Just- I think she probably thinks we're crazy, so yeah, that's fine. It's like, oh, free
The
money.
feeling is mutual.
All right, so here to do any sort of shopping, and like when she says shopping, you hear the back of the sky carriage go goo goo goo, and all of a sudden you start free falling for about 30 feet, goo, 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 goo. And then you start. She like slams on the front left fender of it, and it starts going in. She says, "All right, so any shopping or anything?"
I'm gonna loudly
It's a
suck my
possibility.
teeth.
We might be doing some shopping.
All
It
right.
depends if we arrive.
All right, yeah, you stick with me, you'll arrive just fine.
Oh, I have every confidence.
Shit.
Yes. Mm.
Hmm.
Shut
All
up,
right,
crust.
not a very talkative group. That's fine. I do enough talking for
I,
everybody here.
Yes.
All right, no worries. We got shopping. We got Chateau Mimic on the way. Got to get some drinks. I know a perfect place. Watch where you're driving. I know the perfect place. Steamy Steve's. Great guy. We'll have to go by his pub.
Why is he steamy?
Maybe
Hey.
you should be watching while you're driving.
Nah, they know me here. It's fine. Steve's great guy. Yeah, no, 100% got to go there. Get you a couple of brewskis. Makes his own beer. It's delicious. All right. Action coming up on it pretty soon. Everybody good?
Sure.
All right. Takes her car and just spins it up to the balcony of Chateau Mimic. It looks to be a not completely run down. It's not destitute, but it is a lower income neighborhood. Chateau Mimic is placed on a just a Sharn balcony. So basically, there is a small, maybe 10 to 15 foot, sidewalk. That's the word, sidewalk. In front of the place, and then just drops down into the city of Sharn. So you got sky carriages that can pull up to the place. It looks like a somewhat of a stone mansion that you see. Completely out of place for this neighborhood. It looks pristine. It looks nearly brand new. She pulls you up. All right, talk in there. Proprietor's name is Edgar. So if he's not at the desk, just call it out because he's got ears everywhere in there.
What?
What?
I was looking at the building. This building is not like literally any of the others next to it.
Oh, no, it's not. In multiple ways. It's not even a building.
Are we
Excuse me?
anywhere near the middle Dura?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Would I know anything about this then? 'Cause that's where my apartment was.
She had just told you that this was a thing that happened in the last few months.
Okay, so literally while I was gone.
Correct.
I'm gonna shoot a message over to Crowley and be like,
Just so you know, we're not far from where I used to live. So, I don't know if that means anything for threat levels or whatever.
I mean, I don't know what you guys aren't offloading or anything, and just kind
Well-
of looking at me and looking at each other.
Crowley's
I
gonna
get
give a
out.
small nod
Yeah.
and he's gonna step out, make his way inside.
Nothing ventured, nothing earned. Let's go. Fuck it.
All right.
Fine, let's go.
Very well. You walk into Chateau Mimic. There are several people there. You see people checking out at the front desk and everything, heading up to rooms. and these just grand staircases that lead up top, several rooms up top. And from one of the pillars off to your right, as you're sort of walking in, sort of just morphing out of the pillar itself, you see a gentleman in a like servant's tuxedo, slicked back black hair, and a thin pencil mustache. Says, "Ah, welcome to Chateau Mimic. How can we help you today?"
Would you be Edgar, perchance?
I am.
We were just recommended your lovely establishment by our guide. Would-be guide.
Very well. Who may I ask? I can give them a reference fee.
KJ.
Ah, she's given us several guests now. Perfect. It's wonderful. So, if you're looking for rooms, how long? And how many, may I ask?
Perhaps a week to start off with. Perhaps 2 to a room. Crowley's gonna look at everyone, see if they are dissuaded from this. What are your rates, actually?
Well, we'll be sitting at 1 gold per night, per room.
And I hear it's very safe here.
He gives you a smile, and you, with a brief check inside of his mouth, his teeth go from just normal teeth to incredibly sharp dagger-like fangs. He says, "The safest. However, that is something to speak on. If you cause any ruckus or any problems whatsoever, your beds will swallow you whole."
What would the rules of this establishment be so that such a thing does not happen? Define ruckus, please.
Of course, no fights, no killing, no violence of any type around here. Don't steal. That's about it.
Oh, that's fairly sad.
I believe that's what our deal was. No fighting, no killing, no stealing. So,
On the premises, of course.
on the premises, what happens outside of the premises, I cannot.
But if someone were to try and steal from us, they would also get
They would be eaten
taken
immediately.
care of. Okay.
Yes.
But what if like somebody attacks us while we're here? Are we able to like defend ourselves, or will you eat us for that?
No, if someone were to attack you, they would be eaten immediately.
Like,
That is part of your 1 gold fee
Like
per
that.
room per night. Sure,
Holy shit.
you could potentially get your weapons if we do not get to them first.
wonderful.
We
That's all I like.
are everywhere, and as he goes everywhere, you just see mouths and eyes start like popping up, and just as they popped up out into existence, they go out of existence.
And what about privacy?
I have eyes everywhere, but I care not about spying.
You're a very direct man, Edgar. I like that. And
I
I'm
have
sure
no
some
other
of my
reason
party
to
do
be
too.
anything but.
Well, this side sounds fine to me. Milo, Artyom.
I guess the beds are always warm, but
Milo.
The warmest.
Excellent. Goro. Oh, that sounds perfect to me.
I like the idea of a security system.
Well, then, what is the biggest room you could manage by way of questioning as well?
But
Do
you
you have
should
a
ask,
penthouse?
our rooms can change size, so if you need a large room for all 7 of you, I can make it happen.
We do have 8.
Well, then the 8-person room might be preferable, actually. Then
8-person room, very well. The price will remain the same.
that is fine with me. Does everyone agree?
Sure.
All
Okay.
right.
That's
So
Only
that
a-
will come to a
Great.
total of, for 8 people, 4 gold per night at your stay here at Chateau Mimic.
Yeah. I'm
Is this
gonna pay
acceptable?
up front. This is acceptable.
He reaches a hand out to you, Crowley.
All right.
Very well. The deal has been made then. Here is your key. It should be ready in about now.
So-
Excellent. We'll go check it out.
just to clarify the rules a little bit, if you were to have companionship on one of these beds, is that acceptable?
Companionship is allowed in the city and is cared not for. Other than the 3 things that I have mentioned, You are fine. Get too rowdy with this companion, we will eat you.
When you say rowdy, maybe you mean rowdy or
I'm not going to
rowdy?
explain myself on that matter. Stay within the bounds.
Okay.
Don't hurt the bed, RTM. Don't hurt the bed.
However, here is your key. He hands you a living key, Crowley, points you up to the stairs. It'll be the last door on your left.
Thank you very much for everything. And Crowley will make his way up.
You guys make your way up, go to the last door on the left. The feel of the key in the door, Crowley, seems to be just more of a mental thing to sort of help people sort of adjust, but it does not feel like metal going into metal when you do this. It is odd. But you open it up, open the door. There is a very large, luxurious room for you guys. Some of the room dividers for privacy in between each bed, and a couple of washing basins on the other side, also with room dividers on either side. It is a very nice room.
Excellent. Crowley will immediately go and take a bed, put his nothing there because he didn't bring anything. But there we go.
I kind of like this place. It's sort of humid. It reminds me of the swamp a little bit.
I'm just looking around like this is weird. This is fucking strange. Like,
As you guys are just sort of looking around the room, you hear Edgar's voice behind you again. It says, you see him sort of stepping from the door. I did forget, we do offer room service, so at any point you just say my name, I will be here. See, try it. And he steps back into the door.
Edgar.
He pops out from the wall on the other side and says, yes. How can I help you?
What services do you provide for room service, might I ask?
We do breakfast, we can do wake-up calls, and we can do that in multiple ways. If you'd like, I could step in and wake you up gently, or I could just have the bed give a good shake.
Excellent. What types of food do you offer, might I ask? Curiously.
We have several grocers that bring by breakfast food from other locations. Trust me, I am not giving up any of my food.
Oh, I trust you, Edgar. And that, no doubt.
It is a concern for most people, and I think that is a perfectly valid concern.
Indeed. Well, we'll try out breakfast tomorrow. I'll pay for that for everyone. But that'll be it for now. Thank you, Edgar.
Very well. He steps back into the wall.
Oh, Edgar,
On the wall from the opposite side of you. Yes.
is the plates and glasses and what's the cutlery? Is it all it's a real? It's not mimic, right? Is it just kind of weird? It's like,
I am very much
baby.
real. So I'm not sure the context of the question. Everything provided in the chateau is us when we are here to serve.
Right. I mean, it's just kind of like, like baby butter, like from one mouth to another mouth. It just seems kind of weird to me.
Do you not want to stay here then?
No. I'm fine with sleeping and stuff.
Very well.
Or, yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
If there is nothing else, please let me know if I can assist you. Morphs back into the wall.
Excellent.
huh.
And Milo, would you like to tell everyone what you told me earlier?
What?
Yeah, I will kind of give myself a shake, a little disconcerted by the whole mimic house thing. That
Oh, yes. We are actually not far from the apartment that I used to own, where I used to live.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or if it's bad because it puts us closer to where I was or what. But just FYI.
Why do you pretend you've not been here before?
Because then I'm less likely to be me. We don't want to get targeted.
Why not? We're here.
She
to
said there's a
take care of-
shitload of people here.
Yes, there are a shitload of people here, and then Tarkanans could or could not have eyes and ears anywhere.
Ah, yes, because you
Oh,
look
wait.
very different.
You have to
I'm
put it
sure.
point.
Well, what about now? Do we wish to go directly to find Norgog, or do we wish to do shopping? Either way seems fine to me.
Maybe put that.
Kind of be off to the side for like a chair or a sofa and just kind of like testing out its its sort of softness.
It's buoyancy, perhaps.
Yeah.
You sit down. It is slightly warm, as if someone had been sitting in it before you, but it is comfortable.
Oh, great in winter, I imagine, as it is
Which
winter.
it is.
Crowley, do you have like any of your contacts who you might be able to ask questions? Because our primary objective is to locate this Sithov fellow.
I do have contacts in this town, yes. I've not. I will have to go and see about what they might have heard of him. I don't believe they've gotten back to me on Sithov as of yet, but I will need to let them know that I'm here. They probably already know I'm here.
That's not concerning at all. Okay. So locate contacts / maybe make some purchases and see if Norgog and his people have found anything new.
Yeah, it would be foolish not to take advantage of the magic shops in Sharn.
Yeah, like is there Milo? There's many magic stuff here.
Oh yeah, if it can be purchased, it can be purchased in Sharn.
Really? Noted.
Legally or illegally, just disclaimer.
Makes little difference to me.
Yeah, I kind of figured that with your whole background and super armor and stuff.
It's a good point. So do we? Oh, real quick, will we continue to have this KJ take us places, or are we
Oh,
going
she
to
got
just
us
figure
here,
it out
didn't
on our own? We almost fell out of sky.
Yeah. Did you not see that shoddy craftsmanship
we
on
went
that
like
damn car or whatever it is?
The advantage to KJ is that she's not going to be associated with any of the other organizations, so it's going to help us lay low.
that,
Yeah.
Well, I would say it's going to be a lot more likely for someone who's part of a regular taxi service to be reporting in than an obvious grifter working for herself.
Do we
Well-
have to have a taxi?
Yes.
All right, it's like this, okay? We could pay her, and all the money goes into her pocket, or we could pay a house ordering courier, and then we just give money to the families.
Yeah, I don't like that either, but...
You're not going to die. Just be ready to grab on if we.
I'm
I'll-
not going to die, eh?
I'll talk to her, maybe fix her car and she'll give us a discount or something.
All I know is I want to get my hands on a pair of those shoes as soon as possible. I don't like heights. I don't trust
And so you
her
want to
car.
fly?
I'd rather fly than fall.
Well, perhaps the magic shop might be more important then.
So we will do some
Perhaps.
shopping real quick to begin our day.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't like that her car just shut off. Like, what if she wasn't able to get it going again?
That's what the token is for.
Also, like I said, I can save you guys. I turn into a giant flying creature. She might
Yeah,
not
that's-
grab on
that's-
fast. Oops. Hey, I mean, I tried to say.
Okay. Well,
Well, let's
Yeah.
see about these items then.
yeah, we're burning daylight. Let us go.
Off we go.
And let's work on subtlety and laying low and not telling literally everyone what we're here for.
Why?
Listen, the world is about to end, and everyone should know. Like, it's not an issue.
About to end. We're still in the early days. Let's
I
call
mean-
it 3 months about to end.
3 months. I thought it was a year.
I meant 3 months till the end. Let's be a little bit more optimistic here.
Did I miss some time? I thought we had most of the years.
Yeah, like 11 months at least.
Holy shit!
We do
No.
have 11 months, but I'm just like, let's.
I think he's
About to
saying
end.
save the dramatics until it's about 3 months away.
Right.
That's what
I
he's
see.
saying.
Oh. I mean, I don't care. But
No need to incite panic so soon.
You seemed to care when you thought there were 3 months left.
I was very concerned that I thought I had missed something.
Well, no need
Like,
to
holy
incite
shit.
panic, but also
Scandal when
no
you
need
went
to
into a
put
coma.
a target on ourselves. More than we already have. We don't want to highlight it, you know?
Well, let us be away, and as Crowley's exiting, he's I imagine I would have to leave this key with Edgar. I don't think a mimic would want to come around town with me.
Is not the room key? They'll be carried around.
It is your room key. You can take it
Okay.
with you.
All right.
How's it? What is it like when he locks the door? Is there a click? Like what?
Can he-
happened?
Can he just like stick it to himself? Just like, there we go, room key.
Can you get a lanyard, please?
Like, ow! Something pinched me. Just bit you through your pocket. Like, what son of a bitch?
I'll keep it with me. I'll feed it. I'm sure I'll have plenty of things to feed it eventually.
Ugh.
All right. You guys, as you're having this conversation, making your way down back to KJ, there are some House Orion sky carriages here as well. Sort of sitting, not approaching you or anything, just sort of sitting by their sky carriage, nose in the air, just sort of waiting on someone that needs passage. KJ sees you again and says, what'd I tell you?
Fucking
Great
weird.
place, right?
Weird.
No,
It
It
It'll
is.
serve.
It is very nice. Yes.
If they had bathhouse, it would be like getting gargled, right?
I mean, from what I've heard, the baths do make you kind of tingly, but other than that, I've heard of no problems.
That said,
That's more like a stomach than a mouth.
that aside, KJ, we have a new destination.
Yeah,
We're
so
look- we're looking to do some shopping. And you said you might know some places for magical items.
yeah, I know some great Gnomish brothers. They have a couple of great shops for you.
Gnomish Brothers, oh my.
They have a couple of shops, or they work together.
They had a big falling out a while back. I don't know. It's a thing, but it's a couple of shops. It's two different shops right beside each other. It's perfect.
Oh, it'll
Du-
competition breeds innovation.
double the shopping. It's great.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's
What do they
get there.
specialize in?
Also, good question.
Magical items.
Well,
Magic, dummy.
some
Fuck.
specialize in utility, armor.
I think they get a little
Fine
bit of
silverware.
everything. Listen, it's a little bit above my pay grade for magical items. Any sort.
I mean,
This
they're
is-
right next to each other.
She
so we
slams
can go
on
both.
her sky. She slams on the silver bullet, and a small metal plate falls off. Shit. This is everything I own right here.
Of course.
Hmm.
How long have you had this carriage? How long have you been driving this specific carriage? I'm
This one, I
curious.
made this one
Yeah.
when I was about 12.
Oh, well, it's got you this far, has it?
Yes. Oh, most of it.
Have you considered getting it repaired?
Hey, I
Ever-
repair it. Come on.
It fell out
Have
of
it-
the sky.
Could I look it over to see like if I would even be able to like fix it up for and kind of secure it a bit?
Sure. Make an Arcana check for me.
15 plus 21.
21.
Anyone? Yeah, you could probably make this thing better than she could.
Oh no!
I'll store that information away for future reference.
Oh god! Like, well,
Well, for
I
now,
guess
let's go see these Gnomish brothers.
Absolutely. Still paying per trip? Or do I got your business for the day?
You'll have our business for the day.
time
Perfect.
is it?
2 gold. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
Flip.
Jones, about what time is it?
falls through the air.
At this time, you guys got here fairly early in the morning, maybe 9 o'clock. And after all of this is said and done with, it's probably 10:30.
All right, cool. All right, I just want to make sure it wasn't like 5 in the afternoon and we were paying her 2 fucking gold for a day. It was like, oh yeah, you
Oh.
got like 3 hours.
No.
Son of a bitch.
We've got like 30,000 gold and Gandalf's over here. Like, but that 5 silver though.
I was homeless.
I know. I just think it's funny.
Damn it.
All right, everybody, hop in. She opens the doors. for everybody to hop on. Just you guys with House Kundarik, looking at Melgrim and Gorham.
That's near.
Roll a history check for me, guys. Melgrim and Gorham.
I was about to say, I was like, oh yeah, that big negative, baby. Let's go. Ain't no history.
19.
You got a 19 on a history check?
That was the roll.
Sheesh.
No, that's a flat. It's like no
Just a
bonus.
flat
No
19.
Out of curiosity, I got a 15.
I got a 4, but also no. What are you, dumb?
What? No, House K is dwarven.
Never
house...
seen a dwarf before?
Yeah, that's what House K is.
Not all dwarves are from that
Thinks
house.
There's
You
There-
understand?
one dwarven
That's
house.
out
A
of
little
town.
bit
remember?
racist.
That's kind of racist.
I'm just asking questions here. Jeez.
What is this house K?
A bunch of
No.
bankers. With a 19 Melgrim, you would know that there's a lot of business done in between. For whatever reason, you know this. You can. I don't know why you would know this. You used to work in the mines, right? So you saw these guys. Some like dressed up dwarves would always come and do business with your guy, Gorham's dad, and they'd just be signing some things. Did a lot of storage for your dad as well. They're bankers. All right. Well,
Okay.
it's just a simple question. Don't get your armor all up in your butt. All right, let's go.
It already is.
I can
Holy
tell.
shit.
All right.
All right.
So, to the shops then. Yeah. Here we go.
Yes.
Hops in, takes off.
Woo!
Taking you
Whole time.
guys. Go ahead.
Like I said, the whole time I got like a little notepad out, like looking at components, like making plans to unfuck her,
It is
her taxi.
it is impossible to write with the amount of shaking and rattling and sudden drops with this in this carriage. You can mentally take notes. However,
Yeah.
writing them down as you go to put pen to paper and you draw a long line as you drop, it proves impossible to do so.
Your cursor
Yeah,
is quite
I
interesting,
have
Milo.
mage
God try for like the first minute, and then just kind of with a sigh, kind of.
Essentially,
just-
it's like trying to write notes on like a roller coaster at Six Flags.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like the R2D2 scream as we pull into like traffic. Yeah.
I gave it the old college try for a good minute before sighing and giving up, putting the notepad away.
Just like this the whole time, just holding on to the seat in the side of the vehicle, and just the whole time like, this is not nice. I did not like it at all.
Is Arish coming with us, or is he going to stay in the room?
Erish is following you guys.
Okay, cool.
It's probably the safest place. Like, you should not
Make
be
sure
alone.
to
I
relay
don't
his
know, that
chemo.
house seems pretty safe to me.
They said they eat people, dog. Mm.
Yeah, but
Hell
I don't know
no.
if they get kidnapped from there or anything.
KJ tears ass off into traffic, and you see general traffic patterns as you guys are looking around. There are sky carriages like following a pretty grid-like pattern, right? You see some griffins and pegasi flying along with traffic in these general grid-like patterns. KJ is ignoring all of that, and she is just taking you up through some traffic. As she pulls up through these grids of traffic, she parks you in front of in a shopping district in front of two shops. On one side, you see across the name in very like fine like copper plate text. You see the Sorcerer's Stone, and it is very like curtained windows and is very nice. On the right hand side of that shop, you see the name The Lich's Bitch. And
Hell yeah!
in between the two, you see what looked to be some sort of paint or sign or something that was there before that said and it's since been taken down and like scrubbed away, but not very well.
I'm beelining for the Lich's bitch. I'm just like, I want to go to that one, and
I guess I'll follow Gandalin because he seems so excited. He must know something.
let's go to Lich's bitch first.
Let's go.
Woo!
Okay, very well. You guys pop into the. Yeah. KJ like takes her foot, Milo, as she sees you struggling to get up, and like presses you out of the car.
Ugh.
Why are you lugging that thing around? Jeez, I took you to the hotel first for a reason. Drop that stuff off. If you can leave it in the car if you want to, it's not going anywhere.
No, it's good.
So
Waddle over to the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay, very well. So everybody else going to the Lich's bitch, and Milo going off to the Sorcerer's Stone first.
I think I'm gonna go to the Sorcerer's Stone with Milo. I think that'll be more my speed.
Very well. Okay. Who wants to go first? Anybody got a preference of who wants to go first? I'll do the
wanna know what it
majority of the
looks
group
like in
first. So, you step into the Lich's bitch. It's a darker shop, not very well lit, and different just knickknacks and things all over the shelves. It looks like almost a junk shop at first. Coming around from a corner in the back with a large just like silver rod in his hands, you see a short little gnome in green overalls and just like a turtleneck under it. Ah, customers! Ding, 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 and just chucks it into the back, and you hear some crashing in the back. He speeds around to the corners. Hello, I am Nimrod. How can I help you?
We're just seeking to see your inventory, actually. What do you specialize in here, Nimrod?
All sorts of things. The best things. The funniest things. So, all right. You clearly haven't been to my brother over. He specializes in the more serious items over there. I am more of a lighthearted soul. So, we're going to be looking at this cloak right here. This cloak flies in the wind whenever you want it to. Makes you look total badass. Just throws it back onto a shelf. Grabs another item. It looks like some sort of badge that or brooch, like silver brooch with wings and a shield on it. Says, this right here, this is the Keeper Response System, first edition. This one right here lets you know when a guard is within 100 feet. It's also audible up to 100 feet. It gives you a loud whoop whoop whenever guards are near. No, not all right. We'll throw that to the side.
Very brief, like when he's like, "Let's you know when guards 100." I was like, "Really?" Oh, excitement immediately followed by disappointment.
This right here, and he grabs onto what just looks like to be a frayed normal hat. This hat right here lets you know where the closest alcoholic beverage is. Anywhere in the world. Drop you off in the middle of a desert. Lets you know where the closest drink is. No. Right. Throws it onto all right, I'm falling flat here. Nobody said, all right, I got another cloak. And he reaches up onto a shelf, climbing up on top. I got this one. And you take it, and it starts playing some lighthearted music whenever he throws it around his neck. This is the cloak of accompaniment. It plays whatever music in that situation you're in. It plays the perfect music for it.
I look at Crowley. I was like,
And is you hear as he's standing there with this cloak on, and nobody's still, and just kind of looking at him stupid. The cloak goes, and shit. All right. Let's see. The pranky items. All right, let's go over here. He grabs a pair of shoes, and they smell awful as he brings them up to you. These shoes right here, great for your enemy. Switch the shoes out with these. These are the shoes of perpetual dung. Randomly 3 times through a day, they'll just get poo on the bottom of them. Still no. All right. Well, how about this one then?
Anything that'll let you kill people better?
that's a good question.
I'm
Or be like, not killed as much.
Yeah.
Also
that's not really my pace.
Shit.
That's not my wheelhouse.
I think we.
Is that more of like your brother's thing, or do you know of anybody else that kind of does things like this?
Yeah, it'd be more my brother's wheelhouse than me. It's someone else.
Just out of curiosity, how much is your cloak of accompaniment?
That one right there. I'll sell it to you for 40 gold.
I don't know if that's a good price or not, so
It's a lot less than the player would have considered.
Right.
Hmm. I will sell.
How about
I
this?
may return.
Another prank item, right? He just pulls a bedroll off, and it just like a little bit says, "It's the damp, it's the damp bedroll. It's just perpetually damp. It never dries."
You know, I'm curious actually. You might not have this prank item, but this sounds like a great prank to me. And I'm gonna lean closer. Do you have anything like a bedroll or something? They go to sleep in it, and then it binds them up. Like it just binds them.
No, I'm more
Like-
of the lighthearted stuff.
That is a lighthearted joke.
That sounds
Or
like trap.
Like,
a,
haha.
a hammock of entanglement. Like you could never sit on the hammock. Like it always flips you over or wraps you up. That would be a good joke.
That would be a good joke. No, I don't have anything like that.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice shop.
I may come back at a later date for
right.
some
I mean,
items.
we are all here in the party together, and if we were to buy one of these things, then we couldn't use it on anyone else. So we'll probably all come back individually.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But thank you. These were very interesting. Definitely will keep you in mind.
All right.
Slowly
Fair
pile
enough.
out.
And then
Go to the philosopher's stone.
immediately into the other shop.
You guys, Milo and Kaushik, actually, before we get to you guys, while you guys were in the shop with Nimron, you guys walk in. The shop is finally put together. Several like glass cases with items laying out and whatnot. You see a smaller gnomish gentleman in the back with a vest and dress shirt on, and like khaki pants. He says, hello. Welcome to the Sorcerer's Stone. My name is Orville. It is so wonderful to see you. How can I help you today?
Is that Orville? You said?
Orville.
Huh?
Orville, yes.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, sir. We were just gonna kind of see what you had on hand.
But of course, what are you looking for?
Things to help with flight, defense, maybe alarms and observation devices, those kinds of things.
Very well. I do believe that I might be able to help you out with this. So, let's see here. With defense, it sort of depends on what you're looking for. I don't have anything like a shield or sorts like that, but I do have certain things that may help you evade your attacker, if you will. So this here, and he produces a large glass vial, and you just see constantly swirling smoke inside of it. This is an ever-smoking, an ever-smoking bottle. This produces a cloud of smoke around you, and up to, I believe, 100 feet or more around you, as we'll just keep smoking up to that maximum radius as long as you hold it out. We'll give you some room for cover and room for fleeing whatever attacker that you may have. Defensive items have been... Well, I do have this, and he produces this, like, finely made, like, I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's sort of, like a... Almost like a bowler's cap. It produces it. This could help you avoid the scuffle altogether by changing your appearance. At will, although it is very, very low magic, so it wouldn't be too hard to discern you for extra prying eyes. But if you just need to throw it on in the streets of Sharn and go down an alleyway, slipping away from your attackers altogether.
Like approving, nodding as he's going over these.
Okay. Other than that, I have your basic potions of healing. I also have some antidotes of mummy rot that I have just come into possession of. So yes, I have many items at your disposal here, and as you guys look around, there are yeah, no, we're gonna stick with that. He says, none of this seems to be landing or what you're looking for.
Potentially. I'm just, taking my time. Do you have anything that could help with flight?
Unfortunately, a very in-demand item in Sharn. So all of our boots of flying are currently out of stock. We just went out of stock last week, actually. I'm still waiting on a shipment.
Well, I'm actually looking for an item with these specifications.
I'm gonna show him a sheet of paper with basically a peregrine mask.
Basically a what?
Peregrine mask.
A peregrine is a bird.
Learning stuff on D&D.
That's a Googling face right there.
That's a D&D Beyond face right there. Takes a look at it. I'm sorry, this looks like a bit out of my a bit out of the range of what I typically carry. I do apologize.
Understandable. Do you know what area or vendor might have access to these kinds of items?
None that I'm aware of or that are publicly known. That item seems like quite advanced magic.
I didn't know if it was perhaps available in the more boutique shops. How much for the items that you showed us?
Well, it depends. What are you interested in?
Both the hat and the bottle.
The hat itself will go for 2,000 gold. And you said the bottle as well?
Mm-hmm.
The bottle, let me see here. Let's grab my bottle and look at it. That will be 750 gold.
Sounds good. Give me just one moment to consult with my friends. We may end up purchasing one or both.
I say about this time, you guys are coming over from Nimrod's shop, walking into the back. Total switch from Nimrod's shop. Things are organized. Things are in glass cases. Things are very well lit in here. Orville's definitely seems the more business savvy of the two brothers.
As we're walking, it's like, I mean, I really don't understand how these are the two. Like, he was one of the best magic places she could think of. Like, just as we're walking.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know either.
You don't happen to have any other items that would aid with flying, just the boots that you sold out of, correct?
Yes, I'm afraid. Well, let me see.
Oh, they're relatively boots that you're looking for, Kashik.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, just make some more. We can just pay you in advance. We'll be here for a few days at least.
I do have one item that would somewhat aid you in that sense. It came to me from a shipment from a vendor down in Centric. Let me go grab it. I don't have it on display. He steps to the back really quickly and brings it out. He says, this cloak that he produces is a black cloak, and it looks leather-like and ends in several different sharp points around the edges. He says, while expensive, and I have not quite got a display rack for it, I want to display it in all of its glory. He's sort of just holding it out and sort of it's a large coat comparatively to his form. You can use this to fly. This is what they call a cloak of the bat. As long as you grip the edges and go to fly, this will help you with that.
And how much would you be selling it for?
This here would be 8,000 gold. Quite a rare item.
Holy shit.
It is a rare item indeed.
Good.
Quite so.
Gracious.
In addition to giving you the flying speed, it does give you the ability to turn yourself into a bat once per day.
I'm just gonna look at Crowley with pleading eyes. Like, please, can I take gold from the... Please, please?
Technically,
I don't see why
on
not.
you.
Let's look a little bit more, but sure.
That might be a come back to the store thing. Yeah, shop more than one location.
Indeed.
In the meantime, he did have a couple of other items which could be helpful for us later.
And I'm gonna give them the rundown on the ever-smoking bottle and the hat of disguise.
Okay.
Let me see.
You wouldn't happen to have an item of alter self, would you?
Ah, yes,
much
I
did
was
the-
just describing it to your friends here. This is a, and he pulls around this bowler cap item. This item will let you change your appearance. Well, not necessarily alter self. It would let you disguise your appearance.
I said alter self, but this is disguise self, isn't it?
Correct.
May I see it?
But of course, hands you the hat.
Okay, and put it on, and
I just imagine Kralish like, and a misty step out the door. Fuck this guy.
and I use my spirit to teleport. No. Anyway,
Hello.
but yeah, so it's just the same thing like Crowley does, right? Or is it different? Well,
You
I-
can look up Hat of Disguise
Oh, so it
in
is.
D&D Beyond.
Yep. So it is the same thing. Sure. Da da da.
Your brother indicated you may have things that are more of combat variety of weaponry or other magical items.
Not too many weaponry, but I do have some things that could help you, help your prowess in battle. I do have a belt of giant strength. I have a circlet of blasting, which would allow you to cast the scorching ray spell. And well, that's about it as far as combat items go.
What about things that make you not die?
Utility, perhaps.
Or that? Sure.
Things that make you not die. I do have potions of healing, several different varieties of them.
Those sounds incredibly helpful.
Healthful, if you will.
Yeah, sure.
I do.
You said
chuckle.
multiple varieties.
Yes, I do. And he pulls up a crate from below his little stand there, starts placing them out. Some vials bigger than other, and others that glow with a slightly more intense red glow. This is gonna be sorry guys, shops are not easy to make.
You're good.
This is gonna be your common healing potion. These will be about 50 gold apiece. We do have a greater healing potion here, which will heal your more grievous wounds. Less so than our most. I do apologize. The greater healing are 150 gold, and then we do have our superior, which he points to two larger bottles that seem to have the most intense rare glow to them. These here will be about 250 gold apiece.
And they're how many of each type?
He seems to have 8 of the common, 8 of the common, 4 of the greater, and 2 superior.
So 842. Gotcha. So that would be 500. Math is hard. 500. Motherfucking 600, 1100. So somewhere a little upwards of like around 1500 gold for all of them. Something like that. I think that's more than that. Close. The math is close, if not exact. But like, I feel like it'd be a good idea for us to take some of these, if not all of them.
That's fair. Do you have any magical tomes or ion stones of the sort?
I do not. I have no magical tomes. No ion stones either.
What type of giant's belt is it?
It is a giant's belt.
+8.
It is 23 strength. I don't have the name of it right here. I just have the belt of giant strength for
Yeah,
23.
that's the first one. It's the first rarity.
Hell giant is 21.
So frost giant,
Frost
belt
Giant
of
strength, there you
frost giant, or stone giant strength. One of the two.
go. I think Storm Giant's the last one. So
Stone.
not Storm. Yeah.
Jeebus.
Okay.
That's impressive.
How much is he selling that for?
He is selling that one for 6,000 gold.
Hey, it looks like
Yeah.
it might fit you pretty good there, Milgram.
That is.
Yeah. That'll be pretty nice.
Some very interesting items all around. I'm sure we can all agree.
Indeed.
And something just a bit more miscellaneous, I do have, and he brings out just a small silver rod. This item, and he clicks a button on the side of it. It is useful in certain utility, good for holding things. It serves a lot of weight, but does not really fit into any category.
How much?
For the rod?
Is that an immovable rod?
Yes, the
Yeah.
rod.
It is.
How much for the rod?
This is 2,500 gold.
Okay, yeah. So let's do some mathematics here, guys. Obviously, a lot of good items here. Let's start from the cheapest and work our way up. We do want the potions, right? That serves everybody.
Do we want all of them?
Well, I don't know if you were pushing for all of them or what.
I was asking because I was
Well,
like, it'd be
well,
it's 1,500 gold for all of them, and that'd be
Are
8
we-
common, 4 greater, and 2 superior healing potions.
Are we not going to be checking other shops for lower prices, perhaps, before we decide to purchase anything?
Or a different variety of items that might suit us better.
I just didn't bother you.
I'll go ask KJ. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna go outside and be like, are these the only 2 fucking shops that you know that sell magic items?
These are gonna be your most accessible ones. Any other ones, you're gonna have rich people that are trying to overcharge you, and anyone under this, you're really gonna have people just trying to rip you off with broken ass items. These guys are on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
I say we should definitely get that belt.
The belt, yes, I agree. That's I see Koshik's player making a face. Just kidding.
I'm fine, do whatever you want.
It is a good item either way. I think the belt is definitely a steal for Milgram, so I am down if we want to take that for party funds and just do that now.
I agree. We should get the belt for Milgram. He died for us. He deserves to have something really amazing.
All right. Get the belt. Do you need a
Strangely,
gift
it
wrap?
kind of looks like him on the front of it. It's
No, I think he'll wear it out. Thank you.
Very well.
Yeah.
Step around here to the side. That will be 6,000 gold, please. Step around to the side.
All right.
Very well. You are. All right. That's going to be the last rung on that one. Short you may be, you are stocky. Very well. It does fit you very, very nicely. You guys give him the 6,000 gold. All right.
Right. Give him a coin with a string attached. Pull it back. Yeet.
Is 6,000 out of your party funds.
Indeed. I think for sure those superior healing potions I'm very interested in for the party, because we have had some rough times before us.
Very well.
Which was what again? It was 150 apiece.
250 for the superior.
250. I'll buy both those out of pocket.
Okay.
So I will get both superior.
All right. 500 gold.
I'll hold on to those for now.
Okay. Is there anything else that I can help you with today? Anything that's interesting? I know the cloak quite caught your eye, ma'am. It is a lovely piece.
Let's still look at some of the smaller items. It is a good piece.
Yes, I think we'll consider it, but perhaps we'll be back for it.
Yep. How long
yeah.
does it take you to make those boots?
I don't make them myself. I have them shipped in. I'm expecting another shipment next week. They do go
So
quite
you're
quickly.
just a magic shop. You're not like an enchanter.
Vendor. Well, who do you get them shipped from specifically? Might be a better question.
All around the country.
Around the country? Surely you have a favorite.
He's like, you're just a middleman? Well, where can I go directly to the source? Because that's how you make business.
I do have a favorite. And I shall keep that information close to me.
Okay. Listen, we're buying a lot here. I just thought a little bit of friendly banter.
And my plan is to have you continue to buy a lot from me.
Ah. You don't know me very well. Let's see.
Just imagining Crowley walking into the kitchen of a restaurant and just grabbing the cook and be like, how much would you charge me for you to make me a sandwich? not this one.
Yeah, why should I pay you to make a sandwich when I can make a sandwich? Get out of here. But
While they're discussing this, I'm gonna go out there to KJ.
Yeah, I'm still out there. I'm like, okay, look. Even if these are the most at least tell us where to go so we can look for ourselves, because we have some pretty knowledgeable individuals, so we could probably figure it out.
Yeah, no problem. I'll take you to a shopping district.
Because I'm just gonna point a thumb over my finger at the Lich's bitch, like, that guy's a fucking joke. So
That's the whole point. It's fucking great. Have you seen his stuff? I love that shop. He's always coming up with something nifty.
Hey, KJ, question for you.
Yeah.
So you did a fantastic job. You built this vehicle yourself.
Damn right.
I'm an engineer, so this is what I've done for many years. Would you be okay with maybe me tweaking a couple things, just making it run smoother, helping you out a bit, as a thank you for working with us?
It runs perfect. What are you talking about?
it runs out. It falls out of the sky. What do you mean
No,
perfect?
It's not gonna fall out of the sky. Just if you would be okay with it, I've got some expertise, a couple of small changes to help you out as a thank you.
Yeah, I might consider it. I don't know you that well.
Pieces fall off of your car.
Have you died? Have you died?
I feel like I have
Have
come
you
close.
hit the ground? No.
I feel like that has been an imminent danger.
It could help you maybe make more money by getting even more customers.
Sure. But also, I don't want you to start working on it and all of a sudden I fall out of the sky when you're done working on it. Again, you can say what you want to, Mr. Engineer. I don't know you.
That is fair. Maybe work with you on it?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss that tonight when we get back to the chateau.
Sounds good.
I just wanted to put it out there as a favor.
For myself.
She tips her backwards hat, so she grabs onto the brim that is not there at the front and tips her hat.
Huh. Okay. Yes, but you'll show us the more prolific magic shops after they return, yes?
I mean, prolific's a strong word. I can take you to where the people are going to turn the nose up at you and charge an arm and a leg for the same shit these guys got. But yeah,
The same
I'll take
shit?
you there.
Is there things that are, I don't know, a bit more on the practical side?
Like what? What you looking for?
I gesture down to my various and sundry weaponry that adorns my person.
You're gonna be real hard pressed to find weapons around here of the magic variety. I can take you to some places, but we're gonna have to go a little bit further into the city, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Also, our lady friend was very keen on something for flying. And he's out of stock, which is understandable, but we just wanted to see if maybe someone wasn't out of stock.
Yeah, no, that's most of the city right now. We're really dealing with the flying boot shortage that's going on.
What about the other flying things? Like, this guy had a flying cloak thing, or like, flying carpets, or flying brooms, or any, I don't know, flying bushes, flying handlebars.
I don't know about. I can drop you off at a shopping district. Y'all can walk around till you find something, I suppose.
Does any place sell, like, big birds you could ride?
Nah,
What?
there's a couple of houses that ride on some Pegasus and Griffin. Well, you know what? There might be a Griffin dealer I can find. I don't know of one off the top of my head, but give me a day or so when I'm not hauling you guys around. I might be able to find it.
I don't know, air griffins are kind of assholes.
They are, and they'll eat your fucking horses too.
Yeah, let's not do
I
that.
do not want one of those.
They don't want our horses. Our horses are terrible.
They won't eat my horse.
I don't. I've seen them just tear apart any old horse, but you know, be
Our
careful
horse
around.
talks more than you do.
It really does.
Yeah, he might try to attack Bill and then I'd have to kill it, so...
That would be bad. Anywho.
I think Bill could hold his own.
Anyways,
So you guys are all out here now. Y'all done shopping?
Yeah, I
there's
think we're
one more
done here.
thing I was going to buy.
Okay.
The smoke bottle that Milo pointed out.
All right. That one was 750 gold.
Okay, yeah.
What the-
Dip into
Is that coming out of private or party funds?
party, because I think we can switch that around to everyone. I think that's really good for everybody.
It's just imagining Artyom not knowing how it works the first time and just like,
And,
look, smoke! Smashes it on the ground.
We're going to
Or-
explain this one to everyone. I like the disguise hat, but I'm going to hold off in case there's something of alter self, which is way better.
Or
Okay.
whoever's doing the math, I was going to put 1,000 gold down on that belt, so that only 5,000 had to come out of the party. fund.
What an officer,
Okay.
gentleman.
An upstanding fella.
And
Dwarf.
for math purposes on my side, 100 platinum is about 1,000 gold.
Correct.
All right, so I will subtract the 100 platinum.
Crowley, you walk in to buy the ever smoking bottle. He's getting a.
Oh, I never left. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to KJ too, but you're buying the. He gets a knock on the back door. He says, "Oh, well, thank you." Brings in a small crate. Seems I've gotten some newer items as well. Just the smoking bottle for you then.
What new items do you have?
Well, let's see. Sometimes I get mystery boxes.
Well, that's interesting.
What the sh-
He opens them up. You see a deck of cards in there, as well as another vial in there. He takes the vial, swallows it around. Well, you'd be the first one here. Now I have to make some prices up on the spot. This appears to be some oil of slipperiness, and these. And he takes the card and takes the deck of cards, kind of thumbs through them really quickly, and then he is going to yes. He takes a card and throws it out into the middle of his shop, and up in the middle of the shop, you see a human, somewhat garbed like Artyom, is standing there with a wooden staff in hand, and they're just sitting there over and over again. It doesn't take you any time to realize that it's an illusion.
Deck of illusions.
Correct. This is a deck of illusions.
Wow, only 2 things in that whole crate?
That's it in this too. I told you, sometimes I just get fun mystery boxes.
Well, Crowley's going to jot down an address. If you get any more of these boxes, please forward some information this way, if you do not mind.
Chateau Mimic. Very
Yes.
well. I'll send for Edgar and let him know.
Thank you very much. But I will be taking this bottle of smoke.
Very well. 750 gold.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And if your friend does want the cloak of the bat, we will have it here, I'm sure.
We may certainly be back for that, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Crowley's gonna shuffle out.
Okay.
He's gonna pass Milo the bottle. Make sure everyone knows how to use this.
Just nodding and like, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so KJ, where can we find like the best killing weapons or like best armor places in all of Sharn, so we can, I mean, look at us. We're not over here diplomats looking to find the best tea house. Like, we're adventurers. We have to murder things. We are fighting against the forces of overwhelming bad guys, demons, and devils. Anyway, we have to kill a bunch of shit and kill it good. So let's get the good stuff. I don't care if we have to fight people to get to it. Let's go.
Right. Well, that's going to take some digging on my part as far as weapons and stuff goes, guys. And I'm going to have to, we'll have to go, which kind of looks over the edge. We'll have to go kind of far down there because people on the up and up don't really deal with weapons that are just really good at killing people. You know, you have your basic magical weapons, +1, that sort of stuff. But if you want the best stuff, we're going to have to go to the worst places.
Sure.
Okay. This kind
Okay.
of already is the worst place to me, so let's go.
Right. Well, like I said, I'm gonna have to do some digging around. Let me find some place that it's gonna be safe to take you guys, and then safer to take
No,
you
no,
guys.
hey, that's not an issue. We'll protect you, don't worry.
Right. I still don't know the places, and I'm gonna have to do some digging and get some information.
Oh,
Oh, okay. This is acceptable.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, then we can put that off until tomorrow or
What the
the next day, however long it takes
Whenever
you.
you know. Yeah.
I believe we wanted to go to the garden next.
Yes. All the druids.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the garden then. Hop on in.
yeah.
Launches off.
And continuously while you're doing this, I'm going to try to be the last person to get on and last person to get off to make sure we don't have anyone slip off and need to be swooped down and grabbed before their token goes off or anything like that. Make sure to help everyone safely off the sky coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys fly for a little bit, going into the middle part of the city and closer to the. Did you smack me? I just got smacked. Sorry. Flying. You eventually. You land in this spot between 4 towers. In between these 4 towers, give me 1 second. There is sort of strung up in a precarious hammock type situation, like a massive hammock, vines growing off of these 4 buildings and just sort of meet in the middle to make this square hammock for the garden to be perched atop of. You see trees, flowers, plants, the whole 9 yards. No supporting features below. This is just kind of strung in between 4 towers, but still flat. Looks like large tree roots and vines that are growing off the corners of these four adjacent towers. She pulls up. Beside it, you do see a community of orcs that are living here. Various people doing things around. You see one orc that goes to the edge, jumps off, turns into air, and then just flies off. The rest of you, KJ opens up her doors once more. All right, so they typically ask for a little bit of a fee. I don't come here very much, but if you want to do a tour of the gardens, they need money just like everybody else does, so they charge you a little bit. But you
Oh, no, we're not looking for a tour. We need to talk to the people who maintain the garden.
No, well, I mean, I think all of them do. This is, like I said, I'm not really familiar with this place. This isn't really a tourist stop most of the time, but
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So I'll just be sitting here waiting. They don't really like the cars to stick around. You just give me a wave. I'm gonna go park by one of these other towers real quick.
Okay.
Drops you off and drives away. You
Well,
guys,
Are we on dirt?
you were on a combination of just dirt, matted roots, and general vegetation. When you hop off onto it, it seems like this is probably 15 feet thick below your feet as you're flying up to it.
All right.
Yep. You guys sort of walk through this garden. No one is here to greet you. You get a couple of odd glances and stuff of people that are tending to the plants. But before too long, a familiar face greets your face. Well, he seems to be in the middle of something. He's standing, as he's sitting in front of this reflection pool. An older female orc sort of just propped up on an old wooden staff right beside him, saying something in Orcish to Norgog, who is just sort of sitting cross-legged in front of this reflection pool. You see Norgog's face just in serious concentration and focus, and then you see fangs start to grow down from Norgog's face, and you start to see his the front of his face try to extending into a muzzle, and you see his eyes open, and he's like straining really hard, and he looks over to the side and catches you guys and starts to smile and wave. All of his features revert back to normal, and you just see this older one crack on top of Norgog's head. Focus!
Ouch.
Ow! Shit! No! Cursing at me! Okay! I'm sorry, I have friends here. And he gets up and he runs away from her. Sort of rubbing his head, Norgog runs up to you. You guys made it. Oh, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Oh,
See,
holy
uh,
shit.
She smacked the shit out of you.
I am seeing 16 of you. Oh my God. That's
What?
going to leave a mark. How are you? Jeez. It did take you a while to get here. I'm glad I took off on my own.
Right, we had some issues with some mortal trafficking and you know those demons to slay. And it's a whole long story.
More kidnappers, huh?
That's right.
Everywhere we go.
Bearded elves.
That too.
They weren't elves.
Don't
That
you
is
bring me
also
that atrocity of a statement here. This is a sacred place.
It was a circus.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Well, welcome to the sanctuary.
Thank you. Where's the big cheese to talk to about this tentacle thing? Did
What
you already
cheese?
tell them about it?
Yeah, I gave him a heads up, and he looks back at the older woman just sort of sitting there glaring at him at this moment. He says, it's gonna be Corta Hagra. She's gonna be the one to talk to about anything you got. Hell, I don't know if I want to talk to her right now. But
Wait.
Yep, she's the one.
Well, let's go do it. And I'll just kind of like lean over past him, like it's okay. He's helping save the world. Thumbs up.
She just scowls, just sits there like, this woman has more wrinkles than she has any right to. She's staring at you through these just heavily furrowed brows, staring back at you. Very, very old. You guys notice also with Norgog sort of jaunting up to you that he is adorning some silver dragon scaled armor.
Nice.
Hey.
He sort of looks
Hell yeah,
over at
brother.
Gorum and says, I have to get changed, but I can give it back.
Well, you can keep it because well, we got in this fight and I used the elephant, and then things kind of went south. And
Why'd you use a marble elephant in a fight?
it was great. It
It-
beat the shit out of some of
Swung it
some
around and hit him with it?
guy. Well, no. They,
you can hear Rebecca on Jason's
The disbelief.
when I threw it, it turned into a real elephant.
No shit.
It was really cool. But
Yeah, I'll trade you
I
back
lost,
for it.
So
Hell yeah, that
But
sounds
I-
awesome.
I lost it.
How'd you
So,
lose a whole elephant?
Well,
there was an
gonna-
explosion.
Maybe not.
Boom. Big.
Yes,
Very
there
large.
was a large explosion. We nearly died. Elephant was kind of at the center of that. So sorry, but so that's yours to keep.
Just to clarify, it wasn't an explosive elephant.
I wish it was an explosive elephant, but it was a great elephant while it was there.
Shit, that does
I hope
sound
you
pretty
enjoy
good.
your scale armor.
You look really great, didn't it?
You're looking pretty spiffy.
The green
Thanks.
on green really makes your eyes pop.
That's
Why are
just
you
weird.
These eyes are not popping.
I think
Anyways.
RTM likes you.
Of course, he's a good friend.
Little eyebrow wiggle.
I'd like me too.
I like you too, Gordon. What are you talking about?
Oh well,
He's
Don't
a
like
little
me too much,
trollop.
you might-
Okay.
Anyways, if you're here to talk to the courts, we can talk to her. He takes you up to this older orcish woman that he was sitting with. who's just been sort of glaring at him this whole time. As he approaches her, he gives a slight bow to her. Cortahagra, the friends I told you about. Cortahagra, the friends I heard you. Well, you have stuff to tell me?
Indeed, we wish to discuss what Norgog brought up with you earlier, perchance.
Yes, Norgog's not the most eloquent being. So, a little bit more explanation would be appreciated.
Well, why don't you tell us what Norgog has told you so far, and we will fill in the blanks as best we can.
Well, Norgog said that it rained tentacles, and that it was going to kill the world. He said y'all said a bunch of other stuff, and he didn't understand it. And that's what I've gotten.
That makes sense.
You see Norgog just sort of like scratching the little bit of hair he has on the side, just like looking away.
Yes,
Just gonna
well,
clap Norgog on the shoulder like, you did what you could.
there was indeed a portal that was opened onto our plane, and it took us to, we were led to believe we would be soon invaded by Zoriat. We also have one of the tentacles from one of the creatures that was taken, and he's going to look over to the bag. Still have that, right?
Mm-hmm. It's on Kalashik's bag of holding.
Yes. Best to present that now, unless...
I'll reach in if she'll allow me to and bust out the bag that it was in, hand it over to the lady.
Zoriat was attempting to invade the plane we were in, and if that plane is lost, then they will certainly come to our plane. Another thing, this plane does not open for an entire year, so we won't know until 11 months from now what is going on.
RTM, when you grab the tentacle out of the bag.
Oh no, I don't grab the tentacle out of the bag. I grab the bag that's in the bag.
Right, you grabbing the pouch. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you're not reaching your hand in there. When you grab the pouch, it is noticeably heavier.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You grip it, it is no longer the strand. You feel in there, still writhing and still moving, larger roots at this point, just moving around like a constant snake. Going to Zoriat.
Right.
We have several seals around this world preventing from such a thing happening.
From what I understand, that the I guess master or owner of this dynasty was some kind of dragon. And it was a demi-plane that manifests once a year.
In that case, it would not be protected.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Which is the big problem. The tentacles dominated the entire horizon. It's not a small scale hole or pocket. It is a very problematic situation.
You'll have to show me where this is. Do you have a map on you?
I actually do have a map, yes.
Okay. You produce the map, show her on the map where this demi-plane was.
I did not know if Norgog brought it up, but there was an incident where some of the plane was pushing out and affecting some of the people in this village here. That's how we first discovered it.
He left that part out as well.
The
Children of Winter.
Children of Winter.
Yes.
Also, like, probably pretty sure they're Delkir involved. Like, if the name Avash, the Twister of Roots, means anything to you at all.
Indeed, they were siphoning magic from the dragon and attempting, well...
They're trying to spread some kind of magical plague or something like that.
And
It
against
all-
that
Oh, it's a
nasty little group shows its face all around this place, and we have to deal with them often, so to say. I've never heard them dealing with Zoriat, though. That's an odd coincidence or arrangement.
Well, apparently this Avash fellow is the leader of them, and he is Delkir, perhaps. So,
I know Dalkir. I don't know Avash. But if Avash is indeed a Dalkir and a lord of Zoriat, then we have very, very big problems on the horizon. I will have to mobilize druids so we can seal this demiplane. It will take some time to do.
Indeed, and as we said, it's already closed for now until it opens again.
My worry is that it takes time to perform these magics.
We have about 11 months.
can you seal it when it is not actively open?
We can. The problem is the timing of it. When I say it takes time to cast these protective magics, these are world protecting magics that seals this plane off from others. It is not like we go in, cast a spell, and it is done. It is done over months and months of ritual, and I do worry that 11 months may not be enough time. Depending on how many people we can mobilize to protect this and seal this demiplane. Worrisome, nonetheless.
Are there envoys you can send out and get other people to help? Maybe druids of other sects, or maybe even the colleges?
I don't think the colleges would be much help here. Our magics are not the same and they wouldn't be very helpful. The druid sects is exactly what I'm talking about reaching out to, though, as it would take many of us.
Okay.
I see. Well. So that thing grew while it just sat in our bag. Should we do anything with that?
Yeah, you should just keep this, unless you want us to keep it as a proof or something. Or maybe
I
we
don't
just
want
take
that thing anywhere near me. You put that back in where it came from.
or so help you.
No.
What do I...
Or you'll need help.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. Is there a way for us to keep it from growing more?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
Get rid of
shit.
it. Burn it. Destroy it. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
If you can. Stop carrying around the damn thing. That's just weird.
There's not like there's a safe place to put it, you know.
Yeah. Certainly not here.
Okay.
Just bury it right here. No, I'm kidding. I would never.
She will whack you with stick.
Her face, as it is perpetually in a frown, somehow turns in a further down angle.
I step away from Archie a little bit. I don't want to be in the line of fire.
Well, this is at least we have a somewhat of a plan. So we need to talk to other druid sects and get them to come together to start this ritual. Then.
Well, we'll need to send messages out, and messengers to those that aren't as accepting.
All right.
Sure. I mean, I don't feel like you need to be particularly accepting to not want the plane of madness to, get all up in our shit.
Right, but some don't consider it their problem regardless, and just are completely unbelieving of such things. So
So they're stupid. Okay, gotcha.
Indeed.
Okay, just clarify. Wonderful.
You know Norgog? Imagine a whole tribe like him. There you go.
I mean, Norgog's pretty cool.
Hey! Shut up.
Norgog is a great guy. He helped us out tremendously to get this information to you in the first place. A tribe like Norgog would be a great aid in the battle to come, if there happens to be a battle. Hopefully not.
Goodness in the heart does not equal brightness in the brain.
This is true.
Milo
That's
says
true right
nothing.
there.
Yes, but the other is even worse. Brightness in the brain and no goodness in the heart is a terrible, terrible thing.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying just because he is a good person and he wouldn't be here if he wasn't does not make him intelligent, and you don't have to lie and try to make him feel well by telling them he is what he is not.
My
I'm
goodness.
gonna just kind of give her like a huge frown, like Norgog is a valuable asset, a intelligence or not.
Right. I agree.
Okay.
While we're here, do you happen to know anything about like some guy named Brayton Sithoff that is around this city somewhere?
I don't know the name. I don't associate much outside of our circles.
Damn it. It's just worth trying.
I associate with these people as much as I need to.
Fair enough. Have there
Okay.
turn to Norgog like and the lady like have there been kids disappearing in Sharn?
I've only been here shortly, and she looks at Cortahagra looks at you, and again, I associated them with as little as possible, and trouble myself not with their matters. There's been no one
Okay.
going missing from here, I can tell you that.
That's good. That is very good. Well. I don't know. I guess we have to continue our search for that information elsewhere. Is there anything else we accomplish here?
Do
General
Do-
group.
Do you know any of these people that you need to contact that would be more willing to help? That would come at a simple explanation.
Those that'll come in a simple explanation, we should be able to message ourselves and handle that. The more difficult tribes we will have to send someone to, and hopefully our fellow groups will help us in that matter of sending people out across.
What the
Well,
heck?
that sounds good. Well,
The druids are fighting. They're having an argument. What's going on back there?
dear God.
Hey,
Right?
calm down. We're having a conversation over here.
I was going to say, and if it's all right with you, Kolchik, our group member Kolchik over here has the ability to communicate with people across great distances instantly, almost. And she might be able to help some of them come together quicker than others. So,
Well, I'm aware of these abilities, and it's exactly what we're talking about. I don't think that you've ever met another member aside from Norgog, so your abilities would be nigh useless to us.
what?
Oh,
This is true. I do have to know them.
okay.
Well, you
well.
can. Just out of character, I thought that you could be given a basic description of someone, and if you made a check, you could still message them.
Give me 1 second. I'll check and see.
Or
I could be
sending?
completely wrong, yeah, for sending.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I will check.
Okay. I could be messing that whole thing up.
You send a short message, blah, 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 to a creature with which you are familiar.
Okay.
This
So, getting a message out to those groups will not be an issue. Reaching out to those that'll help us in numbers that may be more solitary in nature or just dense, that will be where a lot of our issue lies.
All right.
Are they located very far? Or like, how scattered are these groups?
Around the world.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, we're going to be here for a few days. And I was wondering if I don't know if you charge or how this whole thing works. I myself am a druid, pretty sure, and I do not know much about elemental magic, so I was trying to learn more about how to work with like a fire's ice and all kinds of things of that nature. I didn't know if there was anyone here I could get to help me understand such things. Pretty good with plants and animals and changing the body around and things like that, but the other things kind of elude me so far.
What animals can you change into?
Yeah, mostly ones that they've seen.
You can take the forms of Most animals you see.
Yeah.
Show me.
I will turn into a Quetzalcoatl. Bless. Honk honk.
It's just a big goose.
Honk, honk.
Then I will say in their mind, this is the probably one of the most useful from my party at the moment.
Understood. Follow me. She
Cool.
turns around and starts walking towards the reflection pool. And that
Bye.
is where we will take our break.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Any follows, we appreciate those. I saw a couple of renewing of the subs come through. Thank you for those as well. We will be back in 15 minutes. Let us get some beverages and stuff. Hopefully y'all are enjoying Sharn as much as I am, because it's a good time. Yes, thank you, Hydra, for the reminder for the charity that we are doing next week on May 22nd, Saturday. We're going to be starting at 11 a.m. We're going to be doing some D&D one-shots and some video games and some interviews with Children's Hospital of Atlanta. So stick around for those awesome things. Come around, hang out with us. We're going to be doing a charity drive to benefit Extra Life and CMN. And as we hit certain milestones in that charity, we're going to be doing giveaways for awesome things like a digital copy of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, not Richthofen's Guide, Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, the legitimate version for D&D Beyond. Then we're also going to be giving away a gaming mouse and a gaming keyboard, so lots of really cool prizes there. We're also going to be giving away a shirt from Gemmed Firefly's Dungeon Glitch. So and it's a sick shirt. It's like a D20 that dabs. So come check us out on that day. Drop a follow to know when we go live. We will see you guys back shortly. Bye. Wait, not bye. Not bye. See you soon. Hello, everybody. It's us.
Hello.
All of the same people that were just here with you. We are Hard Knock Dice, and we're going to continue our Across Eberron campaign. We are in Sharn currently at what is now known as the Sanctuary. They have met up with an old friend, Norgog, who came and gave the best heads up that he could to his to their leader, Kortahagra. They have since informed Kortahagra that a major threat to the world is now imminent, and she has told them that she's going to send out to her other druid sects around the world that this is an imminent danger, and she's going to need all the time and help that she can get in this task. Artyom then asked her if she might be able to help with some elemental magics, as he saw earlier an orc just step off of the sanctuary and turn into an air elemental and fly throughout the city. After seeing a little test of Artyom's ability to see what he already knew as far as shape shifting, what forms of animals that he could take, seeing the great Quetzalcoatl in front of her, she has told Artyom just to follow him over to the reflection pool. So Artyom, she leads you over there shortly. It's just sort of leaving the rest of you. No sort of buy or wait right here or anything like that. Everybody's just sort of sat waiting for a moment. Artyom, she says, you can change back now.
Yeah, I'll just pop back on over.
Sit down.
Pop on the ground.
Now, stare into the pool. Find yourself. Look past yourself.
Look over my nose.
Into the reflection pool. Find your eyes. Look at the reflection pool, not at me, fool.
Okay.
Don't talk. I didn't say talk. Shut up. Look. Concentrate. Focus. Look into the water. When you turned into an animal, what is going through your head? Now you can speak.
A big thing. Quetzalcoatl.
Stop looking at me. Look back at the pool. Shit!
Yeah.
What thoughts go through your mind? What races? What is the
Um,
feeling?
Mostly like muscles and things.
What is this feeling? What do you feel? Right before the transformation takes hold, what is the emotion that you lock onto?
Yeah, most of the time, just kind of like a nice sort of calm, chill connection with the earth, and
Find that calmness.
okay,
Find it again.
that.
Right now. Artyom, I'd like you to make a wisdom check for me. Straight wisdom.
Wisdom
D20
check.
plus your wisdom.
All right. That is natural 20. Hey!
Okay.
That boy wise.
All right. As Artyom is sort of staring into this pool, and sort of, you guys are just sort of, Korta is just sort of like looming over him, talking very low to Artyom, regardless of how harshly she's talking to him. Just sort of standing, leaning on her wooden staff, looming over him. You guys are looking at Artyom just sort of back and forth, and you see the back of Artyom's head go clear. You can see through the back of Artyom's head. A moment sits there, and then Artyom, you can see completely through it. You can see through the other side of Artyom's head into the reflection pool from here. And Artyom's head goes and just explodes into water all over his body. Artyom, as you're sort of sitting there, your consciousness just sort of absorbs itself into the element of water. Your head and your thought space all overtaken by the senses of water. Your head into a water swirls there and then reforms the top of your head. You all see this water crawl up his vest and arm and sits there as he's still looking into this. There you go. You're almost there. Not quite. But you've locked onto it. You have an idea. Artyom, after a minute, you guys see his braids and everything take shape of the actual braids again and take the pigments of his actual braids again, as you sort of lose focus and Cortaga's talking to you. She bends down a little bit further. She says, places her hand onto your forehead. Says, we're going to find somewhere, and you're going to find the center to complete this transformation. Stop resisting me. This doesn't work if you're just resisting me here. I need you
I'm
to...
not trying to resist you at all. I'm being totally calm.
Puts her hand on your forehead once more. I'm not going to be able to let you dream of this place if you keep resisting me.
Dream of what place? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm not here for games. Stop resisting. This is the last time I'll tell you.
We'll try to empty my mind and let her do whatever she's trying to do.
You do so.
Yeah.
Artyom, you feel nothing from the effect of whatever she is trying to do.
Right.
She sits there. All right. I've told you once now, and it's either the fact that you're resisting me, or you're a Kalashtar and you know that you can't dream. Either way, I don't have time for this, and I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. I've done what I can for you.
What is a Kalashtar? I come from the swamp. I don't know.
Right.
It is a type of druid. Kalashtar druid.
Kalashtar is a race of people. A race of people separated from the plane of dreams, where I'm trying to send you to dream of this place.
Okay. Well, I'm here though, so I'm not like a dream person.
Right. Probably best to find some of your own to explore that. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time and try to figure out whatever issues you have going on with you. I have
Where?
what?
Okay, well, where are Kalashtar people at?
Everywhere.
I've been here for like 10 years. I never see a Kalashtar person. They just look like human,
For the most part. Yeah.
just all handsome.
She does not grin. I'm gonna grin. She does not. Face remains wrinkled and frowning and stoic. Right. You'll be able to get the hang of that pretty soon. Have faith. A little bit brighter than some people. And she looks over to Norgog. Whatever. Gora, make a perception check real quick. Your favorite roll.
Woo! Come on, James.
A mighty 14.
Hey, not too bad.
That is above 10.
Seen you roll worse.
Norgog, like, rotates his back away from her and goes, "Old hag, bitch." And then
I'm gonna kind of.
a root appears around Norgog's ankle as you look down as he says that. And he goes, just snatched into the air by this free hanging root. Anyways, I have to get back to work with some of my own. You'll be around for a couple of days. I will give you any sort of updates that I can.
Absolutely. If we can help in any way, let us know. There's
You can
anyone-
help me now! And he's just dropped onto his head, just into a crumpled pile on the dirt and vines.
I'm gonna help him up. Maybe wait until we're not here to talk shit.
to talk shit.
Pat him on the back a little bit, dust him off.
Right. Very well.
As they say in the Moror Holds talk shit game.
Ancient saying. Passed down through the generations.
I was just imagining some old white bearded dwarf. Ah, yes, talk shit, get hit, laddie.
He just nodding like sage, like.
There's the way.
"Mm."
It's on the front cover of the Book of Grudges if you ever bought it.
If you know
That's
what
like
I mean,
on.
dwarves.
It's like that's on the outside cover, and on the inside is fuck around and find out.
If you have nothing else for us, we do need to get back to work. Thank you again for the better explanation. And we'll be seeing you, I'm sure.
Okay. I appreciate the help of seeing things from a different perspective.
Gives you a slight nod.
Thumbs up or bow or whatever. I don't know how this works. Thank you.
You just see Norgog like,
Bye.
Good.
all right. You
Well.
guys make your way back to the edge of the sanctuary. Give KJ a wave as she is parked pretty kind of far away. But within a matter of minutes, she flies up to the edge of this place. All right, where to next?
Did you find out where to get weapons from?
No, I've been waiting right over there for you the whole time. It's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah, she
Perhaps
said
somewhere-
that might take her a day or two.
Let's see. Well,
Perhaps-
we might want to wander around these like shady places anyway, yeah? Like, you know.
Sounds like a good fight to me.
I mean, I'm all for it. I don't think that's what we're here for just picking fights. I'm just saying, to accomplish our goals here in Sharn, that may be a good place to start. I don't know. Unless anybody else has better idea.
Hey, KJ, do you
Yeah.
do you know about Brayton Sivoth? You heard of that name?
I know a lot of people. The name doesn't ring a bell, really.
Okay.
Damn it.
Where would people who wanted to involve themselves with the kidnapping the children or demons or devils hang out at?
Not that I would know, but I was assume a little bit further down into the city, like a lot further, like way down there.
Let's go down there then. Listen,
Have
you
there
said
been-
you were a guide, not like a tourist guide. I thought you knew the city, not just like
I do know the city. I can drop you off. I just don't know why you want to go.
to kill them. Find out the information.
All right, take a look around. Right, big city. Just say say
right.
it lightly. I'm just gonna drop you off down there. You're just gonna walk around. This
Do you
ain't
want
big
to
just
follow
wide
us?
either. It's big vertical too. There's a lot. I could drop you off at the lowest part that I'm willing to go to. And even then, you got a lot of space to go.
Is that
Right.
really
Listen,
far?
I'm your tour guide. I'll drop you off where you want to go. Just know that I'm probably not gonna hang around down. If I take you to the lowest place that I'm willing to go, not gonna hang around for too often. I'll end up with no fucking car and probably without a life.
Alright, well, if you do not know where they are specifically, could you find out where this guy might be or ask some people? Make some extra money? You know, there's children's lives on the line, so maybe feel good about yourself to do the right thing. It's like a double positive,
Right.
make money and do the right thing.
Yeah, I'm good with the second one. If I'm gonna be more than just a tour guide and I'm gonna be getting some information for you too, that's gonna come out of a little bit of an extra cost.
Sure.
But then yeah, I can help you out, no problem.
I'll look over at Crowley.
Out of curiosity, have there been kids going missing here in Sharn? Like, a lot of them, maybe.
I mean, it's a big city, to be very real with you, so kids go missing and they just turn up sometimes too. So
Like, more than normal. Like, a notable increase.
I mean, it's Sean. There's no real normal, right? Like those numbers aren't something I'm dialed into.
Well, I mean, like, has it been commented on like those big screen things? Like, have guards and officials been like, holy shit,
Oh,
lots
yeah, I
of
mean,
kids are going missing?
There were kidnappings that were announced a couple of days ago with New Kyrie that I heard there was some sort of circus thing that happened. But
Yeah, we killed the
In this city, though, like, here in Sharn.
like I said, I could probably get you information, but that's going to come at a little bit of an extra cost, and you got to give me some time too.
I see.
Is there any place we can go to where people have lots of information that we can just purchase? Like a guy who knows
a
all of the
library?
things? No, like about the town. I'm not trying to read a book. Unless there's books of where assholes go to summon demons and abduct children. And that would be very fucking helpful, but I doubt that's a thing.
That would be the type of information that I can get for you. I don't just keep it off the top of my head, and then those types of people don't always stick around for the longest time. You know what I mean? So I can go down there, maybe set up something for where we can meet, and maybe not the most terrible part of town, but it's gonna take me time. This isn't just like you show up and you go do what you want to do sort of deal. It's not how this works.
I do not.
I mean, I can just go drop you off somewhere if that's what you want. Don't have a problem with it. Take you straight there, drive up a couple of stories, send me a message. That'll work just fine for me. I'm just saying that sounds dumb.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to find actual information, not wandering around like terrible city.
All right, and where do you go? Because I don't know those people, and the people that I do know, I'll have to set up something with. I'm not just gonna take you straight to them. It's not how that works. It's not how any of this works.
I see. So, we have to kill time, I guess, while you do that.
I mean, I'm gonna need some time away from you guys to go and find that stuff, and also it's not free. So, and I'm not going to find any sort of information for free.
Well, what are those two numbers then? Time needed and money.
I mean, depends really on how much longer I'm gonna be taking you around the city today. I can drop you off a couple of more places. Give me about 6 hours and see what I can turn up.
I see.
Ah,
Okay. I mean, I don't have a ton of places I want to go, but what about the rest of you?
Not particularly. Can I ask you to look for some information for me as well?
Yeah, sure.
There's an elf we're looking for by the name of Eberron. He's got a scar over one eye. You see here. Do you know of anybody who might know if someone like that had passed through or anything like that?
What's his business?
Murder.
Is it part of that like one group that might be a little more easy to find? The Emerald Claw. Are there any of them around the city?
I don't know what that is, but
you could also look for those Tarkanan people as well.
I told
I
you.
feel like that's a bad
You
idea.
should just stop. Stop. No, like just stop. Yeah. Okay. Glad we're on the same page. Just stop with that.
Why stop with it?
It's like that Michael Jordan clip. Stop it. Get some help.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get some help.
You look. One, I don't know anything about him, and the people that do know stuff about him, I don't want to know them. They're not the type of people you want to associate yourselves with.
Yeah, I don't want to associate myself with them.
All
I
right.
want to disassociate everyone with them.
Right.
It's
Well.
very ambitious.
Anyways. Don't know anything about that. I don't know who the Emerald Claw is, but Idril, you say I can ask around and associate his name with the Emerald Claw. But it's not just you asking me for this, right? It's purchasing information. So,
Right.
and we'll take some extra time too. I'm going to be looking around different circles. What's the Emerald Claw? Maybe I can find someone that knows something a little bit more than I do.
Religious fanatics, basically.
Well, okay. All right. That helps.
Necromancy, raising dead people, that kind of thing.
That's terrifying. All right.
Yes.
Very well.
Okay.
So
Well, if nobody
I
else
could
has me
probably
there.
do all that for you for the low price of, let's say, like 15 gold.
Sure.
Sure.
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds good to me.
I imagine, is that 15 gold coming out of the party fund? 'Cause
Yeah.
Make sure I'm subtracting money. Okay.
All right. Give me some extra time. I'll probably have to spend some of the night on this, to be completely honest with you, but I'll let you know what I can get back. In the meantime, I can drive you around until it just kind of looks up in the sky. A couple of more hours or so if there's something else you want to do. One of you mentioned Moorgrave.
Yes.
Maybe we can go to Steamy Steve's, get some
Also-
beverages.
I mean, I wish to go to Moorgrave University, so I have questions.
All right.
Cool.
To the university then.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fine.
Wonderful.
Hey, let's go.
All right. You guys here? Got room for one more?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, always. Come on, daughter. Go get
All right, let's go.
Hell yeah.
As all of
Very
you
cramped
pile up in there. It doesn't look like you have room for one more. And just slams everybody a little bit
shit.
closer to the other side.
Hey.
All right. Hopping
Oh,
in
God.
here,
Bag
not
is
a
across
guy,
4 laps.
sandwiched in beside Erish, and Gorm just sort of like puts his large orcish arm over Erish, who just holding his candle, looking incredibly uncomfortable at this point. And then after just a minute, moves his candle a little bit closer to Norgog's armpit. As KJ takes off once more. Heading towards Moorgrave University. Milo, your old stomping grounds, where you spent a lot of time here, even between your old apartment and this place. This is a floating university. Not surprising to you, Milo, but some of you, this is just sort of a section of the city that's off and separated by itself as KJ heads up towards this floating rock. various educational buildings just all around this floating piece of city. She heads off towards towards this floating rock. Anywhere specific you want to go? Am I just dropping you off on the front steps?
I don't know. I was just told Morgrave University, and I'm gonna try to look at Milo out of the corner of my eye, like.
Yeah, at the front should be fine.
Right? No problem. I can actually hang around there, so I'll just park on the front. They love me there. They don't love me there. All right. He swings up to the front of the university. You guys are, Milo, again, a very familiar sight. Not much has changed. Off to the side, sort of floating on its own in a staircase made of clock and steamwork, it looks like, folding down to the main campus. So it looks like, you know, this to be your where you spend a lot of your time. Newer asset to Morgrave University, the Artificers College that they've added on. However, the entire university is open to you guys. There's not many students walking around right now. It looks like they're out on winter break. What would you guys like to do?
I just turned about once we're out of the taxi. Was my okay? Where am I going?
Yeah, DM. Where are we going?
Where do you want to go? What are you looking for?
I am looking for whoever is best going to be able to give me information on the Delkir and possibly their language.
Sounds like a library.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sounds like a library.
Alright, where's that?
If I know
Lead on.
which library to go to, I'll lead the way there.
Okay.
Milo, while you guys do that, I should make contact with my contact here in Sharn. They prefer that I visit them solo, so I will be back. I will send our taxi back for you.
Sounds fine to me. I'm sure there's something I can read here that will be interesting.
Crowley inclines his head and just goes back to KJ. Gets in.
Okay. You give her an address, she takes off. We'll start with everybody. Is anybody going with Crowley? Or is Crowley going solo?
Crowley's solo.
Okay. The rest of the party will continue on to the library then. A massive library as you enter, just very clearly labeled, obviously highly academic or prestigious academic institution. You guys walk through dimly lit library, sort of not lanterns, but like ever bright magical flames just sort of flickering around the library, dimly lit. At sort of the front kiosk of this library, an old face greets you, Milo. This is a gargoyle that has been looking over this library for quite some time now. You see an older gargoyle, denoted by him stepping down off of this ladder from getting a book. You see several bits of concrete that just kind of crumble off of him and dust that come off of him, and pushes some concrete spectacles up his nose. Ah, yes. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you.
Does he have a name that I know?
You would know this individual as Kalvath, Librarian Kalvath.
Kalvath?
Yep. What can I do you for? It's odd for students to be around at this time. Mostly everybody's gone home.
I'm actually a previous student, but Mr. Kalvath, I had a friend who had a very specific question, information he's seeking, and I thought this would be the best place. Maybe you could point him in the right direction, sir?
Great proprietor of information. Yes, I can help him.
Gandalwin, this is Kalvath. He's the librarian here.
I was wanting to locate information on Delkir and their language.
Delkir? All right, let's go to the D's then, shall we? Follow me. And starts
Okay.
walking down the aisles of this massive library, just towers and towers of books and stuff.
I warily follow the construct, or
uh,
what I assume is a construct.
walking around, turns down the aisle for Deed, finds it. It's gonna be a little bit high, I suppose. That's not a common subject. I think we only have about one book on the matter. And takes a ladder and starts moving over. So climbing up to one of the top ones, thumbing through a couple of books. Yes, here we go. And what he plucks from the shelf is not like a finished tome. It actually looks like temporary bindings of books, how they'll just be like sheets of parchment and then they'll have a temporary binding around them. It's what this looks like. As he pulls it down and says, I do believe this is about all we have on the matter. I can keep searching, but in the meantime, if you would want to go over that, please don't take it out of the library unless you have your library card, and then we can check it out to you. However, we do have several sitting areas around.
Okay, I take it from him.
You read the title of it, and it says An Unfinished History of the Dakani Empire by Dr. Zrick Greetrolk. And in brackets, it has the in from Anne and then unfinished all in brackets, separating that from the title. So the title was A History of the Dakani Empire by Dr. Zrick Greetrolk, and then making it An Unfinished History in brackets.
All right.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have anything on the Kalashtar race?
I'm sure we have a lot on the Kalashtar. What are you looking for? Just history? Yeah, just follow me.
Just a section, like, okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe we can find something more specific to your liking. And takes Artium around the corner.
I'm going to make a note of the author of the transcript that Gandalf has. What was it? It was Dr.
Zrick Greetrolk. That is spelled Z-R-I-C. Last name Greetrolk, Greetrolk. Okay. You open up, and I would like, is anybody assisting Gandalf sort of go through this book? Or is Gandalf
probably
doing
me.
this on his own? Or
I would take any assistance given.
Yeah, I'll come over with my notes and pens ready to help him figure stuff out.
Very well.
Very visibly sounding out words like
all
with
know.
my mouth.
No,
in silence,
like this.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Looks distinctly uncomfortable at these are words. I don't know.
In that case, I would like both of you or one of you to roll with advantage for an investigation check for me. And while you two do that, RTM, he takes you to a section. He says, there's a solid information and history about Kalashtar in general, and then other notable Kalashtar. I can just leave you to your own devices here in this section if you'd like.
What would be the book that would let you know if you are a Kalashtar or not?
I don't think that information is in a book.
Well,
we
if
can
that's
maybe
the
go
whole
over
reason
some.
I'm looking for one.
Well, I suppose there's probably some books here, and he starts looking around. That has at least descriptions of Kalashtar and denotable facts and the like. Yeah.
Do you know anything about Kalashtar?
General dream folk. I'm not. That's about the best description I can give you. The books are probably better than I am at describing Kalashtar. I'm a librarian, I'm not a wordsmith.
Okay. Sure. Any suggestions on maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
I get told I might be a Kalashtar today, and I don't know if that is. So.
You don't. Well, were your parents Kalashtars?
I woke up in the jungle with no memory when I was around 15 to 20.
Ah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, in that case, I suppose it makes sense that you're doing research on your background. I always like books are always a good connection to the past.
Ah, okay.
I have a seating area right over here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me know if you have any more questions, or if I can fetch some more books for you.
Do I? I've never been to like a real library. Am I supposed to tip you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're doing a really great job. I appreciate it very much.
I'm here to help. Turns and walks back over towards the group. Milo and Ganwin, what were those investigation checks?
I rolled a 22.
Was that with advantage? Because that would be the best case.
No, that was not with advantage.
You are having to assist me heavily.
It's still a 22.
Okay.
For the 22, okay.
You're doing most of the work here, unfortunately.
With a 22. Okay. Flipping through a lot of it, Milo, is a lot of it's just talking about the Dakani Empire, which is the Goblinoid Empire that was here on Corvair previously, before humans and everything else took over. So scrolling past that and finding Dalkir sort of in the index and flipping over to where Dalkir is mentioned, it starts going into the history of the Dalkir invasion during the time of the Dakani Empire. It speaks about how the Dakani teamed up with the gatekeepers to defeat the Dalkir and seal them back into Kyber. It also speaks of a hunt for weapons that were effective against the horrors of Zoriat, as the weapons of the Dakani Empire and of the gatekeepers were not very effective against minions and did next to nothing against any more of the elite. It details the madness that sort of ensued from anybody dealing with Zoriat for too long, how they lost how the Dakani Empire lost sentinels and guards to Zoriat just via proximity. And as it's going through this discussion about the search for weapons, the book itself just ends. It, like, in the middle of this chapter, it ends with the talk of heading to the Western Mountains, and sort of in an author's note off to the side saying more research is needed. And that's it.
You said the Western Mountains?
Correct.
Is that like a specific mountain range, or
It's not
just
specific.
mountains to the west?
Correct. He's from what Dr. Greetrolk was able to extrapolate, it seems that a western mountain range was where that hunt ended for the Dakani Empire.
Alrighty. I am going to seek out Mr. Calvoth again.
He starts stepping up to you as you're looking at the book. Gainowin just kind of going back and forth, and it's just ended there in the middle of the page, several blank pages behind it. Yes. Unfortunately, Dr. Greetrolk was unable to finish his book. It's a sad circumstance, really.
What can you tell me about that? What caused him to not be able to finish his book?
Mental illness. Dr. Greetrolk, unfortunately, seems he fell to his own studies. He started claiming that he met a Lord of Zoriat and all sorts of other nonsense. He now resides. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
He's now residing in the Juraskov Sanatorium. Great folk. However, an unfortunate end.
And where is the sanatorium?
Are there any other works by Mr. Greefolk here in the library?
I think he's written a couple of other history books across his career. As far as where the Jarasco Sanatorium is, it's in a fairly desolate place. It's, if you know where the Fallen District is, it's near there. It's a desolate, unfortunate place.
Taking notes in character as well.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. We may be back. I think we're finished with this manuscript at this time.
Very well. And you were saying, young ma'am?
Young ma'am. Would you happen to have any publications that make mention of the Order of the Emerald Claw?
Well, let's check, shall we? I'm not exactly sure. Y'all are on a hunt today. Let's look. You can follow me.
We'd love to be educated. I'll follow him.
Takes you around the corner.
If you guys are looking for books, Artem's like, wait a minute. Do you all see their self in your dreams? Like you dream about their own self in your dreams?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, sometimes.
It depends.
Usually.
I will call back always.
Okay.
What was that about? Like whisper to Milo. Like what kind of question is that?
Artyom,
I don't know.
make an investigation check for me.
Alrighty. Let's see what we got here for investigation. Okay. 18.
18? Okay. Yeah, there are several physical characteristics that sort of line up for you when some gears start clicking for you. Kalashtar are typically taller on average than most humans. Kalashtar typically have eyes of bright color. A lot of the physical descriptions are sort of matching
Right.
up, and then the dreams comment from Kortahagra sort of lines up as the Kalashtar people are cut off from the plane of Dalcor, so they do not dream.
Yeah, they have memories of their spirit.
Right.
Like, wait, you mean you have yourself in your dreams? Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Kashik, he takes you to a religious section. Says, well, I suppose the Blood of Vol is probably going to be our best place for this, at least a good starting place. I'm not sure that many people have done much research into those terrible people, and if they did, we never got the book back. So, let's see here. History of the Blood Claw. I'm sorry, of the Blood of Vol. My glasses aren't working so much. Yeah. Try this one. This one may help. He hands you a rather thick tome going over the Blood of Vol.
I want to read through it, and I guess I can roll some kind of check that would tell me if it tells me anything I didn't already know.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me. While she does it, Kalvoth sort of turns to go, should any of you need any books, I can certainly sign you up for a library card.
17.
What is that, Milo?
It's like a license to temporarily take a book with you and then bring it back later.
And they
Borrowing
will
it and
return
take-
it.
Oh,
They just kind of assumed.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
yes, and you should.
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying that there's a lot of trust to place in people not to steal your stuff.
They rolled a 17.
I'm sure the very valuable ones aren't able to be taken, but
Okay.
Stealing from a library, brand new concept for Milo. Never occurred to him before.
Who would do such a thing?
Kaushik, with a 17, it does go into the not much that you don't know already or haven't been able to extrapolate from your past experiences with you, and you have a better understanding of what the Emerald Claw is than most people on this planet do. The book doesn't really tell you anything that you don't know. Go ahead.
Does it perhaps still, regardless of whether or not I know this, outline the dangers of the Order of the Emerald Claw, like how dangerous the people are that are
It doesn't
involved?
necessarily go into the dangers of the people, but it does go into detail the dangers of the ideals of the Emerald Claw and the extremes that they're willing to go to.
Perfect. I am going to take that book with it open to that section, walk over to Gorham, and present him with this information. Just a light bit of reading to help you understand a bit better what we're going to be dealing with if we do end up finding Edril, or if Edril ends up finding us.
Thanks. I'll take the book from her.
As she's already pointed out for you, there's no... Go ahead, Kaushik.
As I was saying, I just want him to understand a little bit better, because I don't know if he quite gets how why it's so scary for me.
Right. No check is needed, Gorham, as Kaushik just sort of points out the section for you. Some things that specifically Melgram's conversation with you about what his dad told him make a little bit of sense here, saying that Edril isn't what we thought he was. As you sort of go over the Emerald Claw and sort of the extreme beliefs of them, talks about necromancy, extending one's life, not something that you've really had an encounter, as Edril was just stole from you, right? And that is what happened. And when your conflict happened with him, it was just a matter of theft. There's no reason to think it was much more than that, other than Edril was willing and did kill for it. When you sort of go through here, it talks about how extreme this view is and how they want to bring back or how they're willing to bring back marks of death, whatever that means, across Corvair. And that's about what you gather from it. While I mean, easy enough to understand, it's not what you linked Edril with. Edril to you and all of your interactions before were just Edril stole from us and killed some of our people for it. So he was a bandit, a thief, a decent one, because he was able to take on multiple dwarves at the time. But yeah, certainly gives you more insight into Melgram's statements about or at least his father saying that there was more to Edril.
Interesting. Thanks, Kaushik. It's best to know your enemies.
Exactly.
So
Do they have any... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so about those library cards.
Do they have any information here about spells?
Spells? What kind of spells? We have all kinds of information on magic.
Well, I might be a Kalashtar, so I was wanting to know if there is any more kind of telepathic or mind type kind of spells I could look at information on how to maybe cast them.
Well, we don't have scrolls here, if that's what you're looking for, or none that are accessible. But
What's the difference?
well, the difference is you wouldn't be able to learn these spells from a book.
You just write them down, right?
No.
Like
I think we may be on a different page.
like if I write a note down and scroll it together or fold it and put it in a book, it's the same thing, right?
I don't think we're... No, I don't know. That's not... You study magic from a scroll. Able to learn the
I'm just gonna kind
spell.
of look to Milo like,
Yeah,
am
I'm gonna say,
missing something?
Mr. Calvoth, I'll explain it to him later. I'll go over that with you, our team. It's a bit more complex than that.
I mean, if you wanted information on spells and just history of magic, sure we could conjure up something.
I'll just smile at him. Yeah, all right. Well, maybe a little bit later when you have some. Are you going to get scrolls?
No, you're not going to get scrolls.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything else in the library here?
I was gonna ask Milo actually. Milo, you said there were some members of your university who are a little more like hands-on kind of people, right?
Yes.
Where would they?
Yeah, the university's got people, and then the organization I work for has people, all sorts of specialists.
Well, yeah, like people who may know things aside from book about Dilkir, maybe some hands-on experience or something similar.
Well, that seems like kind of a rare subject. Honestly, I
Oh,
feel
shit.
like this Zrick Greetrolk is maybe our best bet if we can get something clear out of him.
Yeah, but we are like already here.
You hear a rumbling from the Artificer's College.
Holy shit.
Oh, that was KJ's car in the background.
I was saying, if they're like here, might as well ask him while I'm still here, right?
Well, I mean, we can try, but I don't think very many people are here at this time, and most of the professors won't be here if the students aren't here, but we can look, I guess.
Sure.
Looks at
That's
DM.
wonderful.
As far as you know, professors still work. This is what they do.
Well, it's not about like being readily available.
I guess, yeah.
What potential planar professors, I guess, I would know of?
As far as specifying into planar magics, not many. There was like basic levels that went over like the elemental plane of fire and air with you and all this sorts of stuff. Basic introduction classes that you took to introduce you on to working with elementals, sort of your wheelhouse, implementing them into things that could power, say, I don't know, your armor. Binding elementals, the crystals, that sort of thing. So all of the things that you would know are just intro classes, nothing that went into Zoriat because it doesn't have a practical use.
Who's in
Any,
charge
like,
of the magic jocks?
History classes, maybe? Or, yeah, with the people you were telling me about before that were like the expedition-esque researchers.
Yeah,
Those dudes.
yeah. I mean, those were your colleagues and classmates, but yeah, you could go over to that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll head that way.
All right. You guys make your way out. We'll hop over to Crowley, who is KJ pulls up to an address that you've given her. Looks to be a small theater, Crowley. Someone that holds various plays. It's in the middle of the day. There's nothing going on right now. She kind of gives you just an odd look. Like, I mean, now for me to ask questions, I'll be right out here waiting for you.
Thank you. And he's gonna step outside.
Walking into the building, dimly lit, nothing really going on in here. No customers or anything. Hearing the door open, you see a slender half-elf man sort of stick his head around, finely dressed, sort of just stick his head out from a back door. I do apologize, sir. There are no productions going on at the moment.
I'm not part of any current production. Nor I am here to view one. I'm here on business.
Very well. I did not have any interviews scheduled or auditions scheduled for the day.
I'm looking for the stage master.
You are looking at him?
Crowley will pull a small icon from the house and just, show it to him.
Ah. Hello. It's, shall we? And sort of beckons back at this door that he stepped from and brings you into this, small office. How can I help?
I am seeking some small information while I'm here in Sharn. I was hoping you might oblige me.
Very well.
I'm looking for one Brayton Sithoff. I've written to Sharn beforehand, and I was hoping something might be found.
Yes. Unfortunately, his name seems to be a surname or a misnomer of some sort. I'm not sure exactly, because a Brayton Sithoff does not exist as far as we have found. Nor does anybody with that name seem to be easily findable. But we are glad you are here, as we've been waiting on you. He slides around a piece of paper to you. 4 of them, to be precise. Fine silver filigree on each of them. And calligraphy across the top that says you're invited. This is an invitation, and it is to the Tain Gala, T-A-I-N Gala.
Well, thank you. And Charlie's gonna borrow the letter opener I'm sure he has on his desk and pop it open.
Okay. They are these invitations. They are just these invitations to the Tain Gala. As you read them more, it says from 2 days from today's time, 7 p.m. because we're not making up our own times here in Eberron. 7 p.m. The Tain Gala. Roll a history check for me, Crowley. You were muted.
15. I'm glad I was muted.
15. Not a hard check. The Tain Gala is a who's who of the city gathering. It is all of the top officials, the richest of the rich. This is your red carpet event of Sharn.
How many invitations do I have, or how many persons are invited specifically?
You have
4, you said?
4 invitations.
Crowley's going to study them before nodding to himself. This will do nicely. I thank you. And he's going to reach into his coat, and I have something for you to be returned, some more information. I have not actually written that letter, but I'll get it to you later, DM.
Okay, no worries. Takes it and pockets it into his vest pocket. Very well. You will be hearing from us soon.
Of course. And hopefully during my stay, I'll get to see one of your productions.
And I do have to say, before you leave, they thank you for doing things on the up and up with the ship, is what I've been told.
I only did what needed to be done. But I appreciate it all the same.
All right.
There, Crowley pauses and looks up. Their precaution was noted.
Not a word to it, just gives you a slight bow.
Crowley will return the bow before exiting. Flourish of cloak and leave.
He appreciates the dramatics.
Crowley said, I didn't need that cloak of billowing anyway.
I billow it myself. I do my own billowing.
Spin around. I'm out.
All right. Heading back to KJ and going back to the university?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get there. Flipping back to our other scene. Lots of panning going around this episode. We're going to go back, and you're heading over to the more adventurous side, the side that Milo didn't spend a whole lot of time on, but was the home of some of his introduction classes. As you're walking up Milo, what are you looking for? Who are you looking for?
You said there was like a kind of a group of like expedition-oriented researchers and stuff. I don't know if it's like a fraternity or an official school club or whatever, but
Okay.
approaching whatever there would be centered at.
Okay. You're walking in that direction again, pretty devoid of life. Milo, you hear a voice sort of call out from in one of the rooms, though, off to your side as you're just sort of looking around and down the hallways of this place. Here, Milo Goggins, dear heavens, is that you?
Who the
Yes.
fuck-
By the 9, you turn. I gotta find his name. I'm sorry. Jesus, I hate interrupting shit like that. Turning, immediately recognizing someone you never had the best relationship with. He's a complete dickhead. Has seemed to find himself behind a desk now. Jarrett Wellham, Captain. What's the name of the sport? No, I forgot everything about this guy.
Blitzball.
Not football. It's not football. It's whatever. Captain of the sports team.
Was it the good sport, or was it like, you know, the one sport no one
It's
played?
like lacrosse. It's like
He won the
Oh, so it was
God.
the low tier sport. Gotcha.
Magical lacrosse. Let's go, baby.
Oh god.
I believe it's called
Jarrett! Long
Quidditch.
time no see.
Quidditch.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. You look exactly the same.
Indeed.
Well, what are you doing here back to the old stomping grounds? It's been so long, and I see you have friends now. That's a development.
I squint at him.
Do I hear
Look the
this?
same, but there's been some development at least. And you seem to be behind a desk. Not exactly the end I saw for you.
Ah, yes. It is quite nice. But
Is the desk nice? I want to like lean around and look at the desk.
A little tame for your usual lifestyle.
same for now. I still venture out. Silly. It's a nice desk, Anduin.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Does it look? Is there anything nice on the desk?
Make a perception check.
Sweet.
So you still
16.
going out and having daring adventures.
You see shiny
unlike
bits and
me.
bobbles on there.
Fantastic.
You know.
an adventure.
No, I said unlike me.
Oh,
Cave,
unlike
you.
you.
Know.
I'm sorry. I thought you said like me.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
we're still taking. I have a trip planned out to Zindrig next month, actually. Preparing for that, you know.
That's exciting. My
usual.
friends actually have some questions for maybe someone with your expertise.
Ah,
You can feel my teeth crack.
Is he at the desk?
he stood up. He's sort of like in the doorway to his to this office.
Well, I gotta roll a will save right now.
Is this like a big dude, or is he look like a nerd?
No, this guy is like on par with Artyom, probably 6'6",
Holy
6'7",
shit.
tall, like long blonde hair, chiseled jawline, the whole 9 yards.
Jesus.
We got
They really are magic
Scientist.
jocks.
we got scientist Gaston over here.
They're magic frat.
You see a tiny tattoo on his ankle that says in like draconic AO or some shit like that.
You know, like,
Word.
you know, you've just been so exciting with your lifestyle and going and seeing so many things.
What can
maybe
I
you'd
say?
be able to answer their questions.
You flatter me. Of course.
Here you go, Gandalf and company.
Sure. Yeah.
Can't
You're
do
a tall
anything
bitch.
so funny.
So you know anything about Delkir?
Dalkir.
Yeah.
I suffer a point of psychic damage.
Nothing. Not really my expertise. My expertise is really on the continent of Zindrig. Dalkir, I know, are leaders of the Plane of Madness and all of that. However, I mean, what more are you looking for?
things about them, how to kill them, how to track them, that kind of thing.
No, I'm sorry. I don't have anything on that.
I hate to hear that you're so useless. Who might know?
Funny. One of you smells. The library, I suppose?
Been there. Anybody else?
Not that I know of.
Perhaps a more experienced
Wow, your
colleague.
university
I say
kind
with
of
a fat
fucking
grin.
sucks.
Well, not many of us adventure out to Zoriat, and some of us don't adventure at all.
I can see that you sit behind desk.
Only for now. It's trip planning.
That's a good one, Gundon.
I just walk over to the desk and I look at. I want to see what's on the desk. If I see trip planning shit.
Yeah,
That
you,
cat
you
is so
see
determined.
you see maps and like weather predictions and stuff like that on there.
Sweet. I am also, while I am looking at it, I would like to steal something off of his desk.
Okay, make it
That looks shiny.
make a sleight of hand check for me.
Fantastic. Just whatever looks the shiniest, if at all possible.
Okay.
That's a 21.
Okay. It seems to be talking to Milo or talking to Milo. It doesn't seem to notice what you grab.
Like I said, I wanted the shiniest thing, Jones. Whatever looked the most expensive.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
You just
Alright,
sort of
just
pocket
look-
it for right now.
Yep, perfect. Alright, and I was like, huh. Maybe. I hear Zindrik's kind of a shithole, honestly, so, you have fun with that.
It's incredibly dangerous.
Oh,
Only
I'm
the
sure.
most daring.
Uh-huh.
Daring. However,
Uh-huh.
what-
Who is the ones that are daring enough to, like, know things about Delkir and Zoriat?
as I said, it's not really a place that you go. We just know of it. Most of our expeditions happen to Zintrix, some to Salona and the like.
Nobody at all in this whole place knows anything.
Do you know anything?
No, that's why I'm fucking here. Come on.
Right. My point being that not everybody has an expertise on these sort of things, especially something as so esoteric as the plane of madness.
Wow.
Okay.
He clearly can't help us. Have fun on
It's
your
bad.
expedition.
No,
Ah,
I shall.
It would be such a shame if you were to get eaten, so watch your back.
I hear they
Bye.
take slaves there, so don't build up any debt. Just so you know.
Appreciate the advice.
Thing to be careful for. Very bad times. You'd get tortured to death after the fact, I hear. Crazy. Alright. Turning out, like, okay.
Okay.
Is this in a completely different room?
What do you mean?
All this stuff that's going down?
Did our
Yeah, we
team
were, like,
stay behind in
walking-
the library?
I've been reading this whole time.
Right, you guys were reading. You got all the information that you've already extracted out of
Oh,
these books
okay.
about Kalashtar. Unless you wanted to sit there and continue to read, the rest of the party got up and went to a separate part of the university.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, whatever.
Did I notice while we were in there if that guy had like paperwork strewn about his desk or anything like that?
He did.
Okay. When we turn to leave, I am going to cast Prestidigitation and blow it around with some wind, just cause a little bit of disruption
Make a sleight of hand
his-
check for me.
in his life. I'm not trying to be slick about it. I'll still make the
What'd she say?
check.
Yeesh.
I'll make the check, but
Okay.
She says,
Just
"Can I choose
magical
to
it's
fail?"
a 15. But I'm not trying to be slick about it. I don't know
Just-
if I have anything. Oh, plus 2, so 17.
She's like a cat, just looks him dead in the eye and just does that. And then just yeet it off the deck.
I rolled a 17 or 15 plus 2, so 17 total. But if he sees it, he sees it.
Well, I mean, are you trying to be subtle or are you trying to do it intentionally? Like you want to let him know?
I rolled it,
Initiative.
so we'll go with
Okay.
careless subtlety.
All right, with a little
She
flick of your
half-assedly hit it.
with a little flick of
I
your
want
wrist
my
under your
friends to
cloak,
notice, but I don't want him to notice.
with a little flick of your wrist under your cloak, all of his paperworks and ink pots and stuff just go spilling onto the ground. Well, seems I have my work cut out for me, and slams the door in your face.
After he closes the door, I take the thing I took out. I'm like, hey, Milo, you think this is worth anything?
Hey, we need to go like right now.
I want to know what I stole.
Already walking away.
Like we'll look at it in a minute. If there's
Okay.
anyone that's gonna turn me in, it'll be him.
What do you mean turn you in? Shove it back in my pocket.
As you kind of pull it out and look at it, it looks to be a pin and pin holder made
Nice.
out of some shiny metal. Make a
If it's
Making-
anything but an investigation check, it's negative. So
I was gonna say make an investigation check because that's really the only thing kind of makes sense here. I think there's not really an appraisal check.
hell yeah. That's a 15.
Hey.
That's
be made of,
really
like-
good for me.
Might be made of like white gold or maybe even platinum. Not
Oh
quite sure.
shit!
But it's a
Hell yeah.
a pin and a pin holder, and across the bottom of the pin it says "Happy graduation, Jarrett."
I pocket it again. Like, yes, good.
As I notice, I nod approvingly.
Like, oh sweet,
Fuck
I think
that
I
guy.
sell that for something.
Yep. If anyone from my special friends here have reached out looking for me, he would be the absolute first one to give them a call. So
I
we
don't
should
think-
go.
Oh, you're more. I thought this
That's
the
kind of
university
dick.
was like
Wait,
not bad
you-
guys.
Right, but he's a dickhead, so we need to go.
They turn you
just
into
go-
cripples.
Let's just
He would
go,
turn me in for a hot dog.
Let's just go beat the shit out of him so he can't talk to anybody.
Nope, that's
I'm
also
down.
not laying low.
That's a tool.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
we can just take him with us and
That's kidnapping and.
I
let's
heard
not-
people. I heard from our taxi driver that people fall all the time.
I don't think we
Let's-
should.
Very frequent.
Still walking. Like,
Come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of put my hand on like Artyom's like back, I guess, because he's tall, and just kind of like herd him forward with the rest of us.
All I'm saying is that he wouldn't have nearly such as much of a douchey smile if you knocked out a few teeth. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that is
I
true. I
don't
do
think
think it's
he's
best not
worth
to put Milo in any more danger.
Okay, fine.
It sounds like it sounds like it's not going to hurt anything.
So
In civilized society, direct confrontation is not always, usually isn't the best answer.
that's kind of stupid, but I mean, I got this nice pen, so I'm okay with it.
Fair enough. Let's go. Nice pens abound.
Woo!
It's still like herding everyone out towards the vehicle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. You guys make your way out to KJ, or to where KJ was waiting. Takes a couple of minutes, but she finally does pull up with Crowley in tow as well. Okay. All right, guys, where to next?
I don't know.
Well, we good progress for the day and got some good leads. Maybe back to the chateau to discuss and cover what we found.
What about that Steamy Steve's? That place is supposed to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, what time is it after all this research? I
At
realize
thi-
I'm making assumptions about time.
At this point throughout the day, you guys have probably, after shopping and all of the reading and everything, probably 4 o'clock, maybe 4 or 5, maybe.
Sounds late enough to me.
Go back,
You're
change,
a
get some
clock.
clothes, go get some food, discuss it over dinner.
Looks down at clothes. What do you mean change? What do we need to change for?
Or just bathe, I suppose.
Okay.
Y'all will fit right in, as Steve. I'm not gonna. Well, some of y'all.
Who was she looking at when she said that?
Sheila flashing her eyes between RTM and Crowley mostly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they have like fancy clothes. Okay. So do we just like go straight there, or we go like how far is it from the chateau? Shoot. That place.
Chateau.
Probably about 25 minutes or so. Not far.
Okay.
15 with me driving.
That's concerning, but okay.
I nod in
about
unfortunate
right.
agreement. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So,
All right, Chateau or
Alright.
Steve's?
or Chateau then Steve's, which is closer? So we like go to Chateau on the way, and then go to Steve's.
I mean, I'm here for the day, so it doesn't really matter. I can do either way. If you need to stop by the chateau, you stop by the chateau. It's up to y'all.
I don't give a shit.
Y'all need to stop by the chateau, or we just going straight to Steve's?
You can go to Steve's if you like.
Steve's. Wonderful.
Yeah, let's go to Steve's.
I think we can all use a drink.
Very well. He's got some great brews. All right,
Wonderful.
hop on in.
I'll see about that.
You guys rock it off. You guys make your way towards Steamy Steve's, and we will open up Tailspire for this actually.
Woo! Let's go!
Right here at the very end.
Good.
As I help the folks get off the coach, I'm like, Koshik, can I borrow a couple of plate? Need to run a little errand.
What in the hell?
I don't know if you heard me. I said absolutely. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. I will get the 2 platinum. Be like, okay, guys, I'll get you up to you in a moment. Hey, save me a cold one if they have. It's always tasty cold.
Where are you heading to, our team? So,
Need to find a tailor.
Tailor. Okay.
Tailor.
I also was going to be asking about a tailor.
Okay. Right now, you guys are at Moorgrave. It is separated away from the majority of the city. So if you wanted to find a tailor, KJ could drop you off at one.
Okay, I was just gonna let those guys go on to Steve's, and then when they were arrived, then while they were getting drunk and stuff, to go do it while they were busy. Was my thinking.
Okay. All right. You guys make your way out. I'm waiting for Tailspire itself to launch. It's taking a little bit of time. However, it'll eventually launch. I'm sorry, guys. It's taking me a long time. We can handle your tailor needs, though. Is anybody else going to be looking for a tailor, or are there any conversations that might be want to have with the party on the way to Steve's?
How much you guys think this pen is worth? I was like passing around the back seat. Like, how much you guys think they can sell this for? Like,
I don't know. I'm not a fence.
general, like, hey, well, that you don't have to be fence. Like, you like, you know, nice things. Like, how much is it worth? Hey, KJ.
Yeah, what's
You
up?
don't like looking at the road anyway. How much do you think this pen is worth?
Takes her hands off the wheel and grabs it. It depends on who you sell it to. Looks like I don't know. What do you think, Pepper? Pepper just pecks it.
That's
yeah,
a bird.
I was thinking that too. Maybe about 10 gold. Throws it back to you.
There you go. Yes, it's more sentimental value anyway.
I wasn't actually going to go to the tailor myself. I was going to ask her if she would take my measurement and outfit request to a tailor for a fee.
You're gonna ask KJ this?
Yes.
Okay. That's sure. I guess that's
Well, I actually needed to go to a tailor anyway, so
Oh, you're going to a tailor?
yeah.
Oh, well, if you're going, I might as well just go too.
Alright.
so clothes shop and then Steve's then.
No, we can go to Steve's first, then we can go clothes shopping while they are getting drunk, get the pregame going.
All right. She
Okay.
pulls up. I guess Tailspire's not going to launch for me. I'm having some issues.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Forsooth.
Uh-oh.
It's just not launching at all.
Well, yes, we will go clothes shopping first, in that case.
I don't know what's going on with it. Sure. Yeah. Dropping you off at Steve's and then the two of you guys are going to a tailor. So what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. She drops you You guys, as you're pulling up, even over the sounds of KJ's car, you hear the sounds of a good time happening from this bar. Stuck in between 3 different towers, this tavern is completely out of place. Just dreadful gray buildings all around it. This is a colorful, lively spot in the middle of all 3 of these towers. And she drops you guys off right the same sort of balcony situation where there's a thin sidewalk in front of Steve's and just a place for Skycare just to pull up. Overhead and underhead, there's just traffic going back and forth under Steve, and you just see bridges connecting the various buildings above and below you. As you guys, I think Tailspire launched, guys. Now let's see if I can. It did. There we go.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Now, as long as we don't have any other issues.
Oh.
Oh man, gotta upgrade the computer next on the list because this thing is struggling right now. So before we hop in, all right.
Holy shit.
Let's go over to our scene. And give me 1 second, guys. I apologize about the little bit of a lag that we're experiencing with the game. However,
Yes.
is everybody seeing what I'm seeing? Or, you know, actually,
Steve's at the top, so I assume so.
okay. Oh my God, computer having a rough time.
Oh.
Okay. You guys pull up to this to Steve's place, this tower. You see another one of those monitors replaying the Quanti broadcast from yesterday on one of the sides of the towers. You see just various people walking back and forth, and over and under you see airships of all different varieties flying above. The bar itself is fairly unassuming and just like as I said, completely out of place. You guys that are walking into the bar are greeted with a sight that is surely too crowded to be up to any sort of fire code if such a thing exists in Sharn. You see, these are not actual fires flying around, but just magically lit like dancing lights around the bar, giving some light off. Denizens of all types in here. It is packed. It is loud. There's talking. There's music playing from a bard in the corner. There, and behind the bar, not that sort of warforged that you see back there, but what you do see is a warforged in nature, but not forged for war in any sort of sense. If a warforged, if you can imagine, that was rotund, built to be rotund around the middle, and made of clockwork, exposed clockwork and spinning gears, standing behind there, running around his bar, you see several different kegs. These kegs have legs. These kegs have heads and faces as well, as they're going around, running around, filling up people's drinks. From a spigot that is placed very suggestively, let's say it that way, just right above their legs, a spigot, the beer spigot is right there. As they go and squat near someone's drink, the spigot opens and they distribute beer into their beverages. Seeing Steve as KJ walks in with you guys into this bar, KJ says, "Hey, Steve!" And Steve says, "Hey, KJ, come on in." You guys walk into the bar again, very, very crowded. I see you brought some friends. I always appreciate you looking out for me, KJ. Yeah, no problem. And she goes to give him a fist bump, and Steve's hand collides with KJ, just way too hard to be a fist bump. Says, shit, sorry, that actuator you gave me last week's kind of fucking up. Says, we can work on it. Shit, that really hurt. All right, guys, well, get some food, get some grub. I'm gonna be outside again. Let me know if you need anything. And KJ walks out. But this is the scene you are greeted with. What would you like to do?
Well, I side-eye the Warforged.
What can I get for you? Got beer running around the place. Just give him a silver. You have your drink.
All right.
You have
I go find a seat.
You guys see across the bar from you someone getting handsy with another patron of Steamy Steve's, and some of you may be reacting, getting ready to get involved as someone's sort of pulling away, saying, "Get off me!" You see one of the automaton kegs run across the bar, and its spigot turns upside down, and out comes steaming hot beer to this guy's face. He goes, "Ah! Ah!" It runs out and falls off of the balcony.
Holy shit.
That is steamy.
I just imagine me and Milo outside, and then just some guy just comes running off and eats himself off the balcony.
Okay. I'm gonna find a seat and find an empty table. Be like, yeah, this is ours. I claim this table.
Very well. As you guys find your seat in Steamy Steve's and have one of these automatons run up and over to the table, hopping up onto the table, filling ales for everybody. And Artyom and Milo make their way to a tailor to get some clothes fixed up and rejoining you guys later on. That is where we will end tonight's session.
Woo!
Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Sorry about the problems we had there at the very end. That was odd. I've never had those issues before, but well, that's what they all say, right? But we will get out of here. Don't forget to tune into our charity stream next Saturday, May 22nd. We're going to be doing a 24-hour stream benefiting Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network. So come by. We're going to be doing a giveaway when we hit certain milestones. Yeah, we're going to be giving away like Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. We're going to be giving away some t-shirts from Gemmed Fireflies. It's !charity, Brittany. !charity, and it'll take you to that link. And we're going to be giving away some gaming mouse, not some gaming mouses, a gaming mouse and a gaming keyboard, and some other stuff. So come swing by, help support the kids. And we're going to be having a good time. It's going to start at 11 a.m. next Saturday. So come by and join us. Drop a follow if you haven't. We always appreciate that support. And now !beans will now become a command. However, thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the subs for the stream. We will catch you guys next time. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Monday, we do the Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign by this guy right here, directly under me. And then on Wednesdays, we do Tavern Talks, or what has just become just sort of a chill session, stream session, where we talk about various D&D things and make maps and that sort of thing. And then on Saturdays, we do this, our Cross Eberron campaign. So, we will go ahead and show someone else some love in this community, and we'll get a raid going on.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you guys. I don't have this pulled up, and my computer is struggling right now, so we will hope that it works. Any other announcements and stuff that I missed? Anything? Anybody got anything good?
I don't know.
Thank
I don't have
you for
anything.
stopping by. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all of the support. Yeah. And eventually I'll get to the right stream and we'll go make sure I'm trying to raid. It's just hard because my computer is moving at 1 minute a second for some reason today.
Raid.
That sounds very fast.
1 minute a second.
1 minute a second, guys.
Wow.
This
1
man
minute
time
a
A
second.
minute and a second. That's pretty
That
fast,
sounds
man.
like 60 times
Slow down.
faster than me.
Slow down, you're gonna get old.
We're gonna raid the welcome in. Go ahead, radio. Go give these guys some loves. Give them a follow. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Much love.
Yeah, yeah. Give me your best, yeah.
Dang it, baby.
Hey, baby.
We're still live, guys.